Yes! Hello! Hello and welcome everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everyone? Happy May 31st. May. Not March. I screwed up in my early advert for this stream and I was just like, by the way everyone, we're live in March. And I think it was Puppy that actually popped up and she was like, bro, you're like 2 months late. And she was right, because here we are. But how is everybody? Also, give me a second. My shelf is dead. 1 sec. That's better. Now my shelf has light. Yes, change of background, Ariana. It's right. I built a shelf. I've been saying I was going to do it for ages and I finally got around to it. So, just real quick while I've got you guys here, as far as the sound goes, like, is everything okay music-wise? Can you hear the sound okay? Can you hear my voice okay? Altax jumped in and already blindsided me with a... And I almost swore 2 seconds into the video. Thank you, Altac. I'm going to give that a nice little love heart as well. Thank you so much, Altac. What a pleasure to have you here. Members in the building as well. Sorry, I'm just going to scroll up through my chat real quick and say hello to some of the people who've dropped in, because I've noticed something new here today. We have a community leaderboard. I've never seen this before. This is interesting. I'm guessing it's a new widget. Or something of the sort. I don't know what YouTube call these things, but it's some kind of way of tracking who's contributed the most as far as messages go or something. I'm not sure exactly how it works. It's the first time I've ever seen it, literally just now. But it looks like Step Plays is number 1, Idiotic Bookworm is number 2, and Lefty Bear is number 3. But those experience things keep changing, and I don't know what that's all about, but I suppose we'll find out together. And we'll find out a lot of stuff today, because there's a lot to announce and a lot to look into. It won't just be my face today. You will be subjected to some actual Little Nightmares content as well. But let me just get in and say hello. So Step, hello there. How are you, my brother? It's great to see you. Number 1, first one in. And you guys will also notice that we are doing a giveaway today. Yes, that's right. We are doing a giveaway. All you got to do is type the code YouTooz in all caps. Just like Step has there and a couple of other folks. If you want a free entry, you don't have to pay. It won't cost you anything. You just type YouTooz once, and then over the course of the stream, my team will go through it, and then by the end of it, we'll pick a random. Well, maybe not by the end of it. It'll probably be like within 48 hours. Me and my team will go back through this chat, comb through everybody that wants an entry, because you only get one, so you don't need to spam. You can only just say it once. Just type YouTooz in all caps. I will enter you into the bag. You will go on the list, and then we'll pull your name out of a hat or something like that. And whoever wins, I will write to you, or I'll leave you a comment or something like that. I'll reach out in the way I usually do with these. You guys all know how it works. And I'll give you a YouTooz, and you get to pick which one. Well, a YouTooz or a plushie. It'll be 6 or mono, whichever one you prefer. I'm going to buy them all. So... But yes, hello Step, hello Saya, how are you? Jack, what's... Oh, I'm choking on my beverage. What's up, Jack? How are you doing? Dr. Chaos, hello. Scrants, what's up? You have so many theories. I'd love to see them. Puppy Queen was here early. Yeah, you were. I was almost here in March. If it wasn't for you, it would have still said March. So thank you for the heads up on that, Puppy. I appreciate you. Idiotic Bookworm says, yay, only 30 more minutes. God, you guys were early. Your local Gallade got on Dying Light so I can do bounties while I wait. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. Do a bit of bounty hunting. Lefty Bear, what's up? We got some flexing with big man in the building. What's up? Dariana, yes, you might as well try. Absolutely, because everyone is in with an even chance of winning. There is no preferential treatment here. Except for me. I get preferential treatment. But I'm a cult leader. I'm supposed to. What are we saying? If you could be any Little Nightmares character, who would you be? 6? I would be 6. She's fearsome. Let's see then. Let me just scroll down a bit. Notorious! Nice! What's up, big man? The big man in the sky. I can't believe Notorious Bass is tuning in because right now he's on a plane. He's on a plane from Florida. He's just taking a well-earned and well-deserved vacation. How you doing, Mr. Bass? I hope you're doing all right. Early release. How early you talking, bro? I'm talking early, my brother. As in, if we hit target, I might even release it tomorrow. Maybe even later today. Because it's done. It's ready. It's ready. Yeah, I'm excited to publish it, but I'm thinking about holding it off until like mid-June, like closer to my birthday or something like that. But obviously, if you guys are super excited about it and that reflects in the goals, then we'll see what happens. But anyway, JK Mal, what's up, King? How you doing? It's great to see you. Miley, what's up, Miley? Oh my God, yes! You're so excited. Just a Wendy Bat. Hello, Wendy Bat. What's a Wendy Bat? That's really interesting. I want to know what a Wendy Bat is. I'm tempted to click on your thing now. I'm not going to because I'll miss too much chat and I'm miles behind. But hello, Wendy Bat. Nintendo Gamer Kid. Hey, Jem, did you get a chance to see my theory yet? I might have done, but remind me of which one it was, Nintendo Gamer Kid, because I have read dozens of theories over the last couple of days. People often leave me theories in the comment section, and I don't often read the names of the people who write them. I do respond, or I try to. But I've been a little bit pushed back with work and everything recently, so forgive me. The evil laugh intro, yes, exactly. Ellen3, what's up? Hello. Hello and welcome. Yes, big W's for Altac. Nice shelves, thank you. Yeah, who likes my shelf? Do you like my shelf? I built a shelf. I'm so proud of it. I'm really happy. I think it looks dope. It's obviously it's a little bit bare at the moment because there are going to be some YouTooz that live on there, and also in like 70 days or something, Bandai are like re-releasing the minifigures of the Little Nightmares characters that I didn't get a chance to buy before, and when they come out, they will also find a place on my lovely new shelf. So that's what that's all about. But I also think it adds a bit of depth to the background and stuff. And yeah, I'm glad you guys appreciate it because it's something a little bit more. The room is the same, like practically everything else is the same. I just moved the lights around and built a shelf. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. Hello, puppy. Soft Static, perfect mic quality. Thank you so much for the update, Static. I really appreciate that because I don't know. I can't hear. All I can see, it looks good over there. I've got a couple of screens, and that screen over there is monitoring my audio, but I can't hear my audio, obviously. So you guys will have to let me know if it's terrible. But according to Static, it's good. So we're okay. Spiral is a cluster of disturbing places. The locations we know about are the Necropolis, the Funfair, and the Candy Factory. The Mirror Man is obviously depicted as the main antagonist, also W banner concept. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Aspera-chan! What's up, arigato? How are you? Where's a YouTuber? Once Little Nightmares 3 is out, we'll have to wait 4 years for the next one, lads. Yeah, we might do, but tell me, will it be worth it? I think so. I think it's going to be worth it. I know we've had to wait excessively for this one, but I 100% stand by it. It's going to be worth it. It absolutely will. It absolutely will be worth it. Also, sorry if I'm like slightly off camera. I haven't got my camera set up exactly where I want it just yet because I was trying to figure out how I can like have my shelf in the display and still be central. But if I'm central to my screen, I'm here. This is me set screen central right now, so I have to kind of lean off to the side, but I'm miles away from the chat, so forgive me if this seems amateurish. This is the first live I've done since rejiggering the office, so I still have some technical difficulties to iron out. Hope you guys don't mind too much. Altac, thank you so much for that. I keep going by that donation. That's really sweet of you, man. I really appreciate you. I'm a dying light fan inside a Little Nightmares stream. That's meta. Congrats on 7k. Thank you, Idiotic Bookworm. Thank you so much. And yeah, a lot of today is in celebration of hitting 7,000 subscribers, which to me is an enormous number. Like, by comparison to some of the bigger YouTubers and conventionally speaking, 7,000 isn't that many. But look at how many of you there are in chat right now. Like, look at how active you all are, and I love that. And this is the thing, this little community that we've managed to build together is out of the 7,000 people that we've managed to accumulate over the years, and I'm very, very proud of this community, and I'm really happy in the direction the channel's taking. So thank you all so much. And this little giveaway that I'm doing today is partially my way of giving a little something back to you guys, because I appreciate you all. I've lost where I am. Ah, there we go. There we go. I'm back. Altac, member for 4 months. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Not only does he make donations, but he's also a member. You literally donate to me every month, so you need not make any further donations, Altac, although they are massively well appreciated. Hugely so. Hey, Fulcrum, what's up? You made it. How you doing? Haven't caught you in a stream because often when I'm streaming, you're always at work, and I understand that, and I know that other people have things to do as well. Everyone has work, they have priorities, they have family, they have events, they have school and studies and everything. I don't expect people to show up to every single stream, but it's great to see familiar faces like Fulcrum popping in here. Oh, hi, Fulcrum. It's great to see you. I'm getting number 1, buddy. Oh yeah, let's take a look at that community. Step Blades is still on 1st place. Galade, you are currently 6th. I don't know if you guys can see the community leaderboard. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's about, or if there's a benefit to it or anything. But it's pretty dope all the same. Hey, JK Mal, welcome to the Boom Squad, my brother. King is in the building. Thank you so much. I love it. I was thinking about this the other day, actually, because to join my membership program is like really cheap as far as memberships go. I think it's like less than $1 or something like that. I don't know exactly how much. I know it's like 99p for a month or something like that. And granted, you don't get an awful lot apart from having huge shout outs from me and a massive overreaction because I love you guys so much for it. And you do get like, there's some special perks as well. In fact, one of them, I'll tell you right now, actually. Everybody who types the word YouTooz in all caps will get 1 free entry into the giveaway. So you all get a chance to do it. Members automatically get 2. So members always get an extra. And that's just my way of giving back to the community because they're the people that support me the most. Because like financial support is what allows me to do this. Like, full stop. It costs money to be a YouTuber. I know, bizarre, right? You would think that this is like a job that pays, and it is. But most of the time, at this level, especially when you're a small YouTuber like myself, all of the money that I get pretty much goes back in. And any substantial donations I get go to my mum. So I give my mum all that money, and I show them the lovely things that you say. But anyway, I digress. The Evil. Hello, hello, The Evil. What's up? How you doing? And welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. Gaius, Ryan Golden, type in YouTooz, getting in with the competition as well. Yes, absolutely. You guys, you only need to type YouTooz once. They will all be counted, but your names will all be registered just the one time. Obviously, members get double, like I'm saying, but that's automatic. It doesn't mean members have to type in twice. Does the giveaway have any sort of limited reach, like it's only in your local? No, absolutely not. As long as Bandai, as long as YouTooz deliver to your area, I will make it happen because I'm just going to order it straight from the site. So it won't come to my house first and then go to yours. I'm going to order my own, but I will buy one of you a YouTooz. Or a plushie, whichever you prefer. Let me know, what would you actually prefer, guys? If I give you the choice out of the plushies or the YouTooz figurines, which would you prefer? Because I think they're all dope. I think I prefer the YouTooz because I like detail and intricacy and the dynamics of the figurines and stuff like that, as is evident from my 6 and mono together figure diorama. But I'm curious because I definitely will be getting the other ones as well. Thank you, Fulcrum. I appreciate that. Kind words about myself. Mr. Gemini, Mr. Tibbs, how are you, my brother? Cult leader Gem. yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Bookworm. You're not wrong. Speaking of which, Bookworm has actually, well, in fact, how many winners have we got in here? We've done these giveaways before. So I give away stuff all the time. Like, I will try and give back regularly to the community. So we give away, like, games, and we give away dioramas, and we give away comics, and now we're giving away YouTooz and things like that. Usually Little Nightmares related stuff, but we got a few competition winners in the chat at the moment. I know Lefty Bear is in there, Idiotic Bookworm, I've seen Des Langley earlier on as well. A couple of people in here who've already won things. Doesn't mean you can't win again. So please feel free to enter. There's no limit. It's like, oh, you only get one prize and then you're no longer invited. It's still random. It's picked at random. So the same person could win 4 times in a row. We don't know. But I won't say, oh, that person's already won once, so they don't get a win again. Because I like to operate in a field of fairness. But yeah, sorry, Dariana, no limited reach. If you win, I will get it to you. I'll move mountains to do so. You have a lot of theory ideas and aren't afraid to stray from the norm. That's what I like about you. Thank you, Aslak. I appreciate that. The thing with me is, I see theory crafting as fun. I see it as something exciting to do. It's not, for me, theory crafting isn't about being right. It's not me trying to guess the game and be right about it, because I feel like if I was to like really apply my knowledge as far as like, you know, game development goes, Little Nightmares goes, and just the overall viewpoint, I feel like I could get pretty accurate results. But it's not all about that. For me, theory crafting is about having fun and expanding on the Little Nightmares universe, like inventing new scenarios, new characters, new tie-ins, linking it together and finding intrepid ways of relating to the franchise. And that's why I don't mind stepping outside of the norm. So some of my theories are absolute, you know, like they're ridiculous. You know, they're so outlandish and far-fetched, but they're fun to think about. They're fun to consider, and that's what I like. I like the fact that it is enjoyable to do. I like telling a story and linking it in and making it make sense. That's what theory crafting's about for me. Don't get me wrong, there are other types. There are other times where I'll, like, you know, I'll try and make a prediction. Like today, I'm going to try and predict the literal release date. Because I said to you guys in one of my previous streams that if we hit the goal, I would try and predict the release date. And if I was wrong, I would do the Ice Bucket Challenge. So I'm going to make that prediction today. I'm going to give you guys an actual date when I think Little Nightmares 3 is going to release. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to get ice bucketed. I'm going to stand outside and I'm going to have this big hefty guy who I know come and he's going to pour the biggest bucket of ice water all over me. And I won't react. I won't react. I'll just stand there stoic and I'll take it because I deserve it. Oh shoot, my chat's jumping again. Stop. I need to go back. Behave. Oh my days, I missed so much chat. I'm so sorry guys, by the way. I am miles behind on chat, like absolutely miles behind. That's my fault. I do apologise, but I am trying to keep up as best I can, I promise. But there's like 30 of you guys in here, and only one of me. Well, 2 of me. Dr. Pepper, yes, Dariana. Well, actually, no, Dariana. This is Cherry Coke. It's Cherry Coke today. We have Cherry Cola Zero. Because I am back on my diet. Well, it's kind of a diet. 1 second. I'm also spilling my juice. Yeah, so I have a really strict eating routine. Like, you know, I eat like the same 3 meals every day, and the only saving grace I have in between those meals is that Dr. Pepper Zero, because it's 0 calorie. You know, there's other stuff in it. There's other, like, you know, chemicals and things like that aren't the best for you. But that's why I only have 1 of those a month. That's why I have like 2 liters in a big jug so that I can talk to you guys. Because for the amount I talk, I'll get a lot of dry mouth. So that's there as my saving grace. Appleman, what's up? How you doing? Hey. Mr. Tibbs is going live in 2 hours. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Mr. Tibbs, because I'm going to be taking the night off, because I have actually finished with all of my work, and after this stream, I'm just going to be chilling. I'm going to get myself some something to eat, and I'm going to be tuning into your stream. My stream might not be done in 2 hours, because we are going to go on for a little while today. It might be 2 hours, it might be 3. I'm not entirely sure, but I will definitely be tuning into your stream. If I don't, I'll be catching the VOD afterwards. When will you play Bookworm Adventures Deluxe? I have no idea, Appleman. That's the first time I'm hearing about that. What's up, Brecken? How you doing? I'm very well, Brecken. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. A Wendigo mixed with a bat. I love that. Wendy bat. Oh, you know what? Why didn't I put that together in my mind? Wendigos are one of my favourite creatures. In fact, it actually inspired. The Wendigo inspired a scene in my upcoming Chapter 5 Speculative Little Nightmares 2 DLC. And you'll be able to see why as well. As soon as you see it, you'll be like, ah, that's what he meant. You'll get it. I promise you'll get it if you're familiar with the Wendigo and its lore. Can't join the giveaway because I'm a minor. My parents would kick my ass if I give it like... Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I totally understand that, and there is not a problem at all. If you need your parents' permission and you do not have it, that's perfectly okay. I'm sorry that you can't, and that is a shame, but I absolutely understand, because I would never ever expect anybody to give me their address, nor would I give anybody mine. Contact details are very difficult when it comes to online, and if anybody is a minor who wins, there is a process we need to go through, by which I would have to speak to whoever owns your property before sending anything there. There is a whole process to go through. That includes communicating via like Discord and emails and things like that as well. And if any of you guys are minors and you do happen to win, which has happened once before, fortunately I was able to communicate with this person's parents, who just gave me straight up permission and were just like, yeah, this is the address, send it here, you know, so on and so forth. And it was nice and straightforward. If there are complications, I do apologize, and I'm sorry that you can't enter Puppy, but that's absolutely fine. I totally understand. Your parents are absolutely right. You should always be cautious when it comes to that kind of thing. Kind of thrown into a blender together without getting it. Just caution to the wind, and just like, oh, imagine Wendigos with wings. Brr. Brutal. Oh yeah, the Persona theory. Yeah, I remember reading that Nintendo Gamer Kid, and absolutely it does have merit, and I like it, and I actually looked into what Persona was. It actually strikes me as the kind of thing that I would watch in my free time. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of free time, but a lot of the links that you made between the characters and their actual quirks, shall we call them, very, very Nowhere-esque. It would, like, honestly, if you were to read that and then be like, oh, it was the way you wrote it, because I haven't seen Persona. I don't know what it is. I'm going by little tidbits that I could get from Google and things like that, and like the character names that you mentioned that have links to Little Nightmares characters. It's very, very interesting. I definitely think you're onto something. I'm not sure how canon it is exactly, but you're definitely onto something with the exploration of the lore and the links found therein. I did actually read it. I'm sorry if I didn't respond to it. I think it's because I have every intention of watching Persona eventually, because when I mentioned Persona, I actually mentioned your stream to a friend of mine in Discord, and they said that they're into Persona and they quite enjoy it, but it's also quite long and deep. And for me, who doesn't have a lot of time to actually tune into this sort of stuff, I wouldn't be able to watch it and enjoy it, because I'd have to like dedicate a lot of time to it. That's why when people say, you know, I say, oh, I like anime, and they're like, oh, what animes do you watch? And I've only watched like 3 animes, and they're all like, you know, Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and stuff like that, you know, the stuff that I only watched when I was a kid. I don't have time to watch them now, which sucks, because I'd really like to. Hey, what's up, Boba? How you doing? Loving the shelf, thank you. I appreciate that, Mal. Yes, and best of luck to everybody. Puppy Queen wishes you all the best of luck, and as do I. Pretty cool, not gonna lie, thank you. Shelf fits really well with your channel for some reason. That reason is because I designed it that way. I specifically designed this shelf to be aesthetically similar. The only downside is that moon right there, that's not going to stay there, but that moon is a lamp, but the battery lasts literally about 5 minutes. And then it dies, which is sad, really. There is light in the shelf, and I intended to put those kind of strip lights all the way around the shelf. The problem with doing that is it would require me to have wires sticking out all over the place. There's a couple of wires on the top of it at the moment. Sorry, my reflection is mirrored. But as you can see, there's a couple of wires at the top there that I haven't quite got a place for. Also, can you guys see my xenomorph? You see him? How cool is that? Sorry, I shouldn't really mess with the camera. It's on a tripod right there. But thank you, I really appreciate it. Lots of nice comments about mine. It looks Gemini-ish. It should. It absolutely should, because it's designed to be aesthetically similar to my channel, as is something else that I want to discuss with you guys today. As you can see, there's a poll above that a bunch of you, 46 of you have voted on, and a high percentage of you, 89% of you, will be interested in this. So I'm going to divulge a little bit. I'm going to make something, or at least I'm already in the process. We have a concept for merchandise, but this merch is going to be super limited edition, because it costs money to make merch, and I don't have a lot of money. And this kind of merch that I'm trying to make and produce is something that I would like to be special to the people that have it, because it won't be cheap. It's not going to be stupid expensive, like, oh, we need thousands of dollars for that or anything like that. But for the people that get it, it will be like, I want it to be worth having, so it's rare. Because not only am I incapable of mass producing something like this, but it's also something that's very special to me, and I feel like only my biggest fans, and I hate using the word fans, and you know that, because not everyone that watches me is a fan. So I call you guys my viewers, but fans of me would actually buy my merchandise, and the biggest fans are the people that this will mean the most to. So I will actually share that concept with you very, very shortly. I'm literally just going to scroll a few more of these chats, and then I'm going to change this screen a little bit, and I'm going to show you the concept, and I'd love to know what you think. But yeah, a six-sided shelf. You caught that then, did you? I'm so glad people are actually picking up on the hexagonal shelf reference. I'm so glad that you guys got. This is how intricate you got. This is the thing. This is the community brain. This is the hive mind. This is the cult at power. Gemini has a hexagon which has 6 sides. Gemini has 6 letters. The character in Little Nightmares would be 6. Coincidence? I think not. Oh, you guys are brilliant. You guys are absolutely brilliant. I love it. And yeah, that was intentional as well. The 6-sided thing, yeah. The Gemini thing wasn't. Like, my name having 6 letters is purely coincidental, but the six-sided shelf thing, that is entirely coincidental. Is entirely intentional, sorry. Happy to help? No, you're welcome. I don't know why I said you're welcome. I'm welcome. Making a comparison, I've only just hit triple digits, but we love you very much. Oh, thank you, Mr. Tibbs. Yeah, Mr. Tibbs has just hit 100 subscribers with the help of a lot of you guys, actually, because we shouted him out in the last live stream, and he's a good friend of mine in real life as well. Like, we've never met, but Mr. Tibbs is someone that I have actually spent time on the phone to. He's a brilliant man, and so is his wife. So proud of you, Gemini. Thank you so much. I'm happy enough with my 16 subs. That's all you need, Puppy Queen. Honestly, something that I say a lot about YouTubers, no matter what the level, is consider perspective. Even if you have 16 subscribers and it's like only 16 subscribers, try and imagine those 16 people in the room you're in right now. That's a house party, right? 16 people doesn't sound like a lot until you invite them all and imagine that these are 16 people that really like what you do and they like you as a person. And that speaks volumes about you and your personality, your values and your characteristics, when there's so many people that like what you do that you can't fit them into a room. Because that's a lot of people by any standard. Because most people's circle of friends is quite small. Like, my network is vast. I have hundreds of people that message me every day, and they're very kind and very friendly, but they're people I don't know, and people I probably never know, and the people who I hold dearest to me, the people who I would actually allow into this room, there's probably 4 of them, maybe 5, you know, and I'm sure you guys are all the same. There's not many people, there's probably not 16 people that you would invite to your home, especially not with your parents. So I don't blame you. But when I think about this community, there's 30 viewers in chat at the moment. So there's 30 of you guys, and people are like, oh, you've only got 30 viewers. And it's to me, I'm like, imagine if those 30 people were in the room. You guys wouldn't fit in here. I'd never fit 30 people in this room. We'd suffocate. There isn't enough oxygen in this room to fit 30 people in. And that's just how you need to view it. So Mr. Tibbs, with his community, recently we talk about, oh, Mr. Tibbs, sadly, he's only got 100 subscribers, blah, blah, blah. This is miserable. It's not, because imagine what that picture looks like. Imagine a picture of 100 people in the same room. Right, that's like a prison. I've seen prisons where they've got people stacked up on top of one another, because 100 is a lot of people. But people get so caught up in the figures that YouTube is all about. It's all about statistics and numbers. So you see these huge numbers like Mr. Beast with hundreds of millions of viewers all the time and all of this, and a lot of it's bot views and fake views and what's the word? It's non-organic. It's very there is a word for it, like material views and things like that. I don't know, but whatever the case, just be happy with what you got. I am, and you should be as well. Mirror Man is 99%. Yeah, Puppy, I would agree, because looking at the key art, which is another thing that we're going to do today, I absolutely would agree that the Mirror Man is definitely on the cards in the game. Even if he's not the main antagonist, which it's pretty much like, I'm 99% that he is as well, I would definitely say that he is up there. Yes. You deserve that. Oh, thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Random fact, I went into the woods and found these huge rocks. I broke most of them open and found obsidian and other rare rocks. Don't know the name of them. That's awesome. See, I actually really like that. It's weird because geology is kind of important to me, and I know it's weird, but I was a jeweler for a really long time, and I like jewelry, and I like, and the thing is, what a lot of people don't understand is jewelry, like, you know, diamonds and garnets and rubies and sapphires, they are rocks. They're stones. They come out of the ground. You can find them. You don't, like, manufacture them. Well, you do, in a way, like, you polish them and you cut them and you make them look aesthetic and everything, but the actual stones are formed over millions, even billions of years, and they come from the earth. You can literally go out into the desert and find diamonds. It's crazy, as long as you're looking in the right place. But yeah, obsidian is a really good find as well. I've seen some incredible things carved of obsidian. In fact, one of my favourite videos that I ever watched was a guy who carved a knife out of obsidian, and it was beautiful, like a decorative knife, and it was like really, like you could cut a human hair with this thing. It was so fine. It was incredible, really good. Just wrapped up in ribbon. Wrapped up in ribbon, big man. Mr. Tibbs giving me the love hearts and everything. Ah, Mr. Tibbs, what you like. Bookworm collects plushies. Oh, well, I would say I hope you win, but you've already won something. So but you're still absolutely invited to win, and I kind of hope you do. Well, I hope everyone does. See, if it was up to me, I would give everybody a gift, right? You know, that's how it would always be, right? I would give everybody in this chat a gift. Sadly, that's not the way the world works, and I wouldn't be able to follow through on that because I just simply couldn't afford to. Nobody could. Very few people could, and it would be a terrible idea anyway, because then it would, like, not only would that be, like, really economically inviolable, but it would also be pretty sad for the people who are fans of mine that just weren't able to be in the stream. And it's like, well, what, don't you care about us? Yes, of course I do. Well, why didn't we get a gift? You know? And that's why I have to keep it fair and only give away one. And that's what I plan to do. Tomato Man, in my honest, humble, never wrong opinion, the mono stuff looks ugly because they forced the YouTuber. You know what? Right there, I'm not going to agree with you because I think the mono one looks awesome, but I do understand what you're saying in that the YouTooz eyes, they're not canon. Right, they're not aesthetic to mono, and I do understand that, and I get where you're coming from, because that's what I love about the official one. That's why I don't buy, because you can buy like 3D printed figures and things like that off eBay and Amazon and everything, and I don't buy them because they're not official, and they're not canon, as it were. So there's slight inconsistencies with the design that I just can't really get behind, and I thought that was just a me thing, but obviously it's a you guys thing as well. So I appreciate what you're saying, but I'm still going to buy them on our YouTooz, mostly because it's on the Bandai site as well. It's promoted through there. I do get it though. I get the eyes thing, but that's something I'm prepared to deal with. Oh, Tomato Man's on a membership program as well. Sorry, I just scrolled down far enough to see that. Welcome, Tomato Man, to the Boom Squad, and enjoy your double entry, my friend, because now you get two. Ice bucket! Yeah, I am doing the ice bucket. Wow, what are we saying? I was also insanely lucky today. I was walking home from the store and found a €50 bill on the floor. I basically got Little Nightmares free. You did as well, that's awesome. Dude, €50, that's awesome. That's so fortunate. I am really happy for you, Altac. You deserve it as well. I'm really glad. Plasmatic, imagine the janitor would be the killer. Probably. Probably, it wouldn't surprise me. Puppy Queen, I only have the rip-off sticks and mono plushies, which I love dearly. I hope I'll be able to get Little Nightmares 3 for Christmas or my birthday. Yeah, I hope so as well. And I understand, like, I have a Poppy Playtime Huggy Wuggy plushie. And he's not official or anything. I just found him in a store. I was on holiday, like having a little vacation, and I found him, and I was just like, oh my god. Look. Oh yeah, also, do you guys like my Shadow Kids mask? It's like a Shadow Kids like lady slash mask, isn't it? I thought that was really cool. And I was like, you know what? I need it. Maybe I'll maybe for Halloween I'll dress up as a Shadow Kid. No! No! Return to me! You're gonna have to stay there. I'm not ignoring my audience for so long that I have to pick up my... Ugh. Anyway. Forgive me. Have I messed up my hair? Ah, it doesn't matter. Speaking of DBD, do you guys see the FNAF collab? I did actually, yeah. Interesting. Woo, I think. Yes, definitely woo. Definitely W's for Tomato Man in the chat. Nintendo Gamer Kid, you're absolutely right. It might as well be our version of GTA 6 because it is in fact way more important to me than GTA 6 is. I get the gravity that GTA 6 carries, but Little Nightmares 3 is my GTA 6, 100%. Wendigo is a malevolent supernatural being from the Algonquin folklore. I'm surprised you know that. Because usually when I say Algonquin, people are like, what? Like they don't really understand it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Particularly prevalent in traditions of the Ojibwe people. God, I'm trying to read fast and I shouldn't. It is often described as a cannibalistic monster associated with Green Day. Yeah, absolutely. The curse of the Wendigo is that it cannibalizes people, so it eats humans. But the problem with the Wendigo is it's never satisfied. It's driven to madness by its own hunger, so it eats people. But the more people it eats, the hungrier it becomes. It's weird. It's like drinking and getting more thirsty. It's bizarre. So like it gets more and more desperate the more it consumes. But every person it eats, it gets bigger and stronger and more fearsome. But its hunger is never satisfied. It's just constantly getting worse. And that's what makes them very, very vicious. Yes. What's up, Maya? How you doing? Persona mentioned, yeah. Sorry, I'm skipping a lot of these at the moment just because Gemini cooking apron. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope, actually. Or mugs. Notorious Bass with the dono. Thank you so much, Bass. Massive double Barry. Where's Barry? Did I mention Barry? Did I mention the master of unlocking? Thank you, Bass. I massively appreciate you, my brother. Really, really appreciate the dono as well from up in the sky. Are you on the plane right now, Bass? I wasn't sure if you were back from Florida yet or not. Besides to give away what's in store for today. Actually, I will show you because I'm just going to scroll down a little bit more because I know that I'm missing some stuff. I'm going to have to skip a bunch of these. Hey, Faceless Art and Skills, what's up? Hello. You're not too late. Don't worry about it. You're absolutely fine. Absolutely fine indeed. Yeah, exactly. 91 subs, you would absolutely have your ribcage broken if you were stuck in a room because you would be compressed so much that your body would turn to dust in amongst that many people. Playing the Tetris games that watch Gemini stream, good times. Yeah, all you need now is a beverage of some description. Let me see where we're at. Oh, Alison 29 with a £10 dono. Thank you so much. Happy 7k. Oh, you legend. And you're one of them. So massive thank you and a massive W for Alison 29 in the chat. You are an absolute legend, honey. You really are. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. I love seeing these like these pop up because it's also we only need one more before I actually give you guys something back as well. So like that's, you know how I am. I get these donos and then I struggle and I stumble over my words because I'm really grateful and I don't want to talk too much about how important they are to me because I get choked up and teary and I like to be bubbly and vibrant and charismatic when I'm live because it's so rare that I do. What's up, Chris? How are you doing? Tibbs! God damn it! Oh, shoot, we hit it. Oh, look at that. Right, okay, forgive me. I'm just going to scroll over Garnet Stone. Hey, Garnet, your birthstone. So you were born in January. That's pretty dope. Yes, W. Allison. Yes, Ice Bucket. Yeah, I'll absolutely do the Ice Bucket, and you'll get to see. And what do you think the Mirror Man is coming in? Like, what, chapter 3 is going to come? I think he's coming in chapter 3. He could do. I'm not sure exactly when the Mirror Man is going to make an appearance, but I dare say it would be quite late in the game. I think we will get some hints to him earlier in the game, though, but it'll be subtle nods, like little background shots of him and things like that. Since Bandai released Elden Ring Nightbrain, could Little Nightmares 3 be next? Yes. Yes, it could. Yes, it absolutely could. Listening to the live while I do other stuff. No worries, Dariana. I'm sorry if I distract you from other stuff in my loud, obnoxious voice. Let me just love heart these donations that have come through. Thank you so much, Mr. Tibbs, and thank you so much, Alison, for taking us over that threshold. Let me just, I tell you what, right? Just while I'm doing this, you guys pop a bunch of W's in the chat for our fantastic donators, Mr. Tibbs, Alison, Altac, and the Notorious Base. And also our members as well. Everyone with a green name, give yourselves a massive pat on the back. Tomato Man, that means you, my brother. That's you, the Notorious Base, Lefty Bear, and everybody. Hey, what's up, Ash? How you doing? First time watching you live, I usually watch replay. Hey, well, Ash, I'm really glad you can make it to the stream, and I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to get to comments. Just to give you a quick heads up, I am slow at replying to comments. I'm miles behind, so there's a good chance you wrote that ages ago and you think I'm being ignorant. I am not, I promise. I do my best to keep up, but you guys outnumber me considerably, and I like to show you all the respect you deserve by giving you a little something to say hi to. So, let me just finalize this. I said, if we reach 5 super chats today, I will release chapter 5 of my speculative DLC video early. We hit that goal just now. Thanks to those guys, Mr. Tibbs, Allison, Notorious Base, Altac. You guys should all give yourself a huge pat on the back because that video is coming out tomorrow. Or today. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. It's prompting me to start another goal, so I'm just going to do that. Don't feel obliged or anything, but I'm just going to set another one here, and I'm just going to say, what should we do? What should we do, guys? What should we do if we hit another goal today? I can't think of what else to do. I don't know. In fact, I'm going to go back. I'm not going to set another goal for the moment because I don't have anything to offer you guys. But I will start a new poll, though. In fact, I'll end that poll right now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to change up this stream. Release it after the stream. I might do. Play Dark Souls 1. Mr. Tips. God damn it. Oh, no, I am not playing Dark Souls. God, no. Cosplay 6 next stream. I mean, I could do. I've got, I actually have a 6 cosplay. I have a, I suppose I could technically do the lady, but I'd make a really ugly lady. I'm supposed to be wearing a mask, but my physique isn't very ladylike, is it? But maybe I could be a shadow kid, because that was actually my intention at one point. Let me just bring this up on my stream real quick. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to change up this. So let's, oops, no, I need that. Turn that off. Do a jogging stream. Shoot, I'm late. Don't worry, Heaven, you're not too late. You're absolutely fine. I'm just going to move my camera up here, and I'm going to move my display beneath my background. And you guys should be able to see this, because this is the first thing that I wanted to discuss today. June the 6th, well, it's starting in 6 days, you can't see because of my huge face, but starting in 6 days, 1 hour, oh no, I wasn't going to do that, whoops, starting in 6 days and 1 hour, we have Summer Games Fest, and I'm really excited. It's also the same day when the YouTooz figures come out, which I'm going to be giving away. If you guys haven't already entered the giveaway, type away YouTooz in all caps for a free entry. Members, you will get double entries. You could also rate fan cosplays. Hey, Puppy, that would be dope. If you guys do have Little Nightmares cosplays that you would like to send me, please feel free to do so using my email address, which I will type into the chat now, actually, just so that you guys can see. Okay, hopefully that'll show. It might not let me because there's a link. Yeah, okay, that looks like it's alright. Gem, you know there's an anime con that's confirmed Little Nightmares 3 on the same day. Is that so? Is that so? I didn't know that. Yes, Khalid, you made it onto the leaderboard. You are officially number 3. You are the crown number 3. 100% getting a release date here. Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys reckon that we're going to get a release date here on June 6th? They have to do release date trailer if they want to release in 2025. But they absolutely do need to get on their heels about it, because they are running out of time. We're halfway through the year, and if they want to release it in good time, then it's going to have to be announced pretty soon. So I am super keen about that. But also, was something else that I wanted to show you guys, but I also wanted you to have a think about Summer Games Fest and know if any of you are going to be watching it, because I'm going to be tuned in. But I'm going to have to make a prediction for before that, just in case. And I'm going to make that prediction today. But first, let me just show you guys something. What do you think of this? So, this right here is my concept for my first ever piece of Gemini exclusive merch. And it's a bracelet based on the design of Law's anklet from Little Nightmares 3, as you can see, but it's got a more Gemini aesthetic, as in it's not like my Law bracelet, which is red and blue on both sides like so. It alternates in between, and then the middle charm is the all-seeing eye of Gemini. So it's based on Law's bracelet, but it is Gemini aesthetic. Peach, I love peaches. Peaches are nice, to be fair, yeah. But if I was to release a piece of merch, which I intend to do, they would be extremely limited, and it would be this. What do you guys think? I'd really like to know your opinion. If you like it, if you don't, please be honest and open. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not going to be, oh, nobody likes it. You know, it's an early concept, and I'm really happy with it. But it's something that I've had in mind for a very long time. And with my experience in jewelry and things like that, it's something that I feel like I could make and have it be high quality. And yeah, I just thought it was a pretty cool idea. What do you guys think? That's one of the first things that I wanted to share with you guys, because it is something that I intend to release, but I'm not going to be able to make that many of them. But yeah, I don't know exactly how many I'll be able to make. I suppose a lot of it depends on demand and everything like that, and how much funding I have behind it. But yeah, actually, thanks to you guys that made these generous donations today. They have actually contributed considerably towards the creation of at least the first prototype. I'm going to be keeping one myself as well, so you get to see me wear it in stream. But know that if there'll be less than 10 of these coming out. Like, there will be less than 10. My original plan was to make 3. I would keep one and I'd sell 2 to, like, my biggest, well, not necessarily my biggest fans, but you know what I mean. Like the people that would be the most inclined to purchase them, because this is something that would actually be for sale. Usually when I do stuff like this, I give stuff away, like my comic, for instance, a Little Nightmares comic. When I produce that, I'm not selling the Little Nightmares comic. I can't. I'm giving it away. When I produce my Little Nightmares Speculative DLC fan game, I'm not selling that fan game. I'm giving it away. It's going to be free to download and everything like that. This is actually going to be legitimate merch that I actually sell. But it's going to be my first ever attempt. It's going to be a trial, and it's going to be exclusive, exceedingly rare, and it's going to be a, like, not a one. I'm not going to say a one-time thing. Like, I might re-release these in the future, but the first one is going to be extremely limited. But I just wanted to know what you guys think of the design, because I think it's really, really cool. Especially having that glowing bead concept, because I was only just introduced to the glowing bead concept recently when I went to Newcastle. And I went to a stall that sold bracelets very much like these, because I was looking for some inspiration. And there was a wonderful lady there, and she was showing me all the different stones and all of the different like all the different materials that they could use and all the different beads that they had, and I had these incredible bracelets that were made with these kind of beads, but they glow naturally. They have like a bioluminescence to them, and I thought it was incredible. I was like, this is so cool. I was like holding it up in different lights. Like, how is it even when you clasp your hands over it, it still glows. I was like, what is this stuff? I'd never seen it before, and that is what that's the material I'm gonna make that eye out of. It's kind of like a marble, like, you know how you see marbles and they've got like a glowing light in between them. And I take my money, Chris. Take my soul. Yeah, I mean, I can accept a soul as payment, I guess. Jeffrey Circle, thank you so much. I really appreciate your kind words. Thank you. If you made more but different types, you should make more a lot. Yeah, I mean, this is another thing that I could consider for the future, is I could make stuff that's based on the characters. So like have like a, I don't know, maybe a yellow and black one for 6, have like more monochrome color one, have it like go between like a brown and cream color for mono, and instead of having the eye, I would have maybe, like, I don't know, for 6, I don't know, maybe I could change the actual key symbol as well. Change it from the eye, or maybe just change the colour of the eye. So like Alone would obviously get like a green and orange one, and then Low could have like a white and blue design or something like that. Maybe I could make it for the monsters as well. Maybe I could do like a janitor based one. And it would have like really like grungy dark green and brown, like, I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, I think it would be pretty cool, and I just wonder what you guys thought, because I really like the idea. I would get it, but I'm poor. Don't worry, I know the feeling. It's absolutely fine. I do understand. And I'm not saying, like, if I make these, you have to buy them. This is literally the reason I'm putting this here now, is to gauge people's enthusiasm. Because obviously, if I put this out and people are just like, yeah, okay, meh, then I wouldn't bother promoting it. I would just maybe, like, I would probably scrap the idea, or I'd just make one for me and keep it, because I really like it personally. I think it's dope. But if you guys didn't like it, then why would I like pursue creating a product for you guys to have? Anyway, this is a must-have bit of Gemini merch. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. Gemini, I want to say thanks for getting me out of my art block with some awesome ideas you've given me. I really appreciate it. Hey, no, you're absolutely fine, Faceless. It's totally fine. I am more than happy to inspire you, because I love your work. I think it's amazing. I really do. And you have me explain why every single time you send me a piece of art, and I'm happy to do so, because I really like your work, and I would hate to see it stagnate just on the grounds that you can't think of something in the moment. I know what that's like, not necessarily through artist's block, because I'm not an artist by any stretch, but I get writer's block, which is pretty much the same thing, where I'm trying to create a story, but I'm just stumped. And I have to sort of take a step back and alternate my perspective, or even take a break from it for a while. But a lot of the time, all I need is a little bit of inspiration, and that comes from talking to the right person. So I'm so glad I was able to pull you out of that. Little Nightmares Discord server are taking bets about the release date. Do you guys want to crash in your bet? I absolutely do. And that's another thing I'm going to be doing very, very soon. I'll be buying, of course, any price. Oh, don't say that, Alison, because you know what I'm like. I'll put a ridiculous price tag on it. Take my money. I love that. Chris has the W comment here. Take my soul. Does the glow run out? No, it doesn't. At least I don't think it does, because the whole time I was at that stall, they were glowing. That's actually what attracted me to those stones, was the fact that the stone was still there. It was still glowing. It was like a marble with like a bioluminescence built into it. I don't know what it was. I have no idea. I was a jeweler for years and I'd never seen this stone before. It was incredible, and I was like, you know what, that's awesome. And these bracelets weren't particularly expensive either. I mean, they were for what they were. But I was like, if I could find something that was, I wish I'd have bought one now. I really wish I'd have bought one so I could show you guys what I meant, because I've Googled it since and I haven't been able to find them. But I remember where that store was, and I have every intention of returning to Newcastle in the UK. So I will be going back and I will buy one. People think I'm some Illuminati cult leader with that. Yeah, I know, right? And the truth is, Plasmatic, you are. You're one of us. And they'll know. Yeah. Releases are usually around 3 or 4 months after the release date trailer of Little Nightmares. Do you agree? Yeah, I do agree. I do agree with that. I know it can be like hit or miss by a couple of weeks, but generally speaking, like 3 or 4 months is about accurate. TV for money. I have a yellow and black 6 bracelet myself. That's dope, guys. That's really cool. It was a concept that came to me just now with black and yellow, and I was like, that's really cool. It could be like black and yellow all the way around. So black and yellow beads all the way around. And then it could have either 6, like the 6 triangle, you know, the 6's hood triangle like that. Or it could have the actual Little Nightmares eye, you know, the white one from the original concept art. Gemini, if you do make a fan game, will it be available on the PlayStation Store? Sadly not. So Local Glade, it will be a PC only exclusive for download. I unfortunately won't be able to release it for PlayStation because I won't be able to sell this game. It is in production, like it's already, you can actually see the production of this happening at the moment over on a channel called The Oldest Nightmare, because I'm working closely with The Oldest Nightmare on producing this game, and we have made some significant progress this year actually, and it's been really cool. So if you guys want to see how it's coming along, check out The Oldest Nightmare's channel, because you can see how the game looks so far. It's not quite polished yet, it's not quite finished, and it will be a PC only release, but sadly it won't be coming out for consoles because that would necessitate me making deals with Sony and Xbox and all the rest of them, which it's not on the cards at the moment, unfortunately. It's just a little bit of fun. It's a project for fans by fans that I really hope you guys will appreciate. It's not going to be for sale because it would be highly illegal of me to do so, and also I want you guys to be able to play it. And if you guys just want a general idea of what it's going to be like, check out my Speculative DLC series, chapters 1 through 5. 5 is coming out tomorrow now, so be ready for that. So you'll get to see what I imagine the Little Nightmares 2 DLC would have been if we'd have got it back in 2021. I'm not an anklet guy. Yeah, neither am I. I wouldn't wear it on my ankle. I would wear it as a bracelet. In fact, this is designed to be a bracelet. So this one that I've got here, you could wear it as either a bracelet or an anklet. Anklets tend to have some some tightening strings attached to them, but I'm not going to do that because the bracelet is expandable. It comes on like an expandable string, like so, like this, like really strong, durable kind of elastic to get over my big old wrists. But it'll come like that, but the beads will be bigger. And the aesthetic will be slightly different because the stones it's made of will be different and higher quality than the one I've got there. Alright then. I remember seeing glow. Oh! Well, how dare you. Forgive me, guys. My YouTube chat has just decided no. So I'm just going to go back and bring that back. Reload. Pop out chat. There we go, I've got you back. Sorry about that, guys. That was awesome. Really needed that, YouTube. Thank you. Awesome sauce. Put you back where you belong over here so I can read it without being off camera. Okay, let's see. Where were we? Gemini, yeah, sorry, I read that one. Hello, Navarro. What's up? How you doing? Sorry, I missed your... I did see you say hello earlier, but I wasn't able to read it in time. Well, how are you, Navarro? I hope you're doing okay. Do you have a price set for it yet? No, absolutely not, because I don't even know how much they're going to cost me to produce at the moment, and that's going to be reflective of it. So obviously, if they cost me like $100 to make one, I won't be able to sell them for a tenner or anything like that. But I will figure it out. You guys will know in good time. It won't be stupid money, but they won't be dirt cheap either, because they're going to be super, super rare, really, really exclusive, and very, very personal to me as well. In the future, I might eventually be able to mass produce something like this, you know, and create a line of these or a collection of these or something like that that are considerably cheaper if I'm put in a position where I can produce them en masse. But for now, it's literally going to be a case of I have to, like, you know, get in and speak to an actual jeweler, of which I know many, to help me create this. Gem has a new shelf. Yes, I do. Does a glow in the eye run out over time? No, it doesn't. No, it's permanently there. Yeah, I know, Step. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Is it naturally bioluminescent? Is that even possible? That's what I was thinking when I was looking at this stone. I was like, what is this? Like, I thought it was only glowing because of it was under the lights in a mall. And I was like, oh, it's got to be, you know, so I'm like moving it around and trying to figure out like what's making it glow. And then I clasped it in my hands. I literally put it in the palm of my hand, like so. I clasped my hand over the top and I peered into it and I could see the light coming out of it. And I was like, what is this thing? And I wanted one, but it was too expensive for me to buy in the moment. And I really wish I'd have just done it now. It was so cool. I really have to know what it was. I have to study for my finals, but I wish it... Hey, no worries, Bookworm. You're absolutely right to prioritise your studies. You should do that, and you should focus on your academics before attending my stream. And I'm just really glad you were able to be here and join in for the moment you were. Thank you so much for being here, and the best of luck with your studies. Why would we why would we expect professionalism around here? Nobody expects professionalism from me, Mr. Tibbs, my brother. We're everyone knows that I'm a cult leader. There's nothing professional about me. You know, if I don't get my way, I just eat people. Stream number 2 of Asking Gem if you read the book called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, because it really reminds me of Little Nightmares 2. I'm going to take a note of that. Because I am sure that you asked me to do this before and I said I would and I neglected to do so. So I am going to just One Who Flew the Cuckoo's Nest. There. I made a note of that, so I'm going to read that at my earliest given opportunity. Because I do actually need to go and buy new books. When you play the game, you're going to live stream it. Not the first time, Ash. The first time I play the game, I'm going to play it once as Law and then once as Alone. Both times I'm going to do on a normal video, like a regular video, but I am going to release them promptly, so they are going to be coming out pretty quickly. Also, I will live stream the game eventually, but first I want to play it for myself, so that I'm fully immersed in the experience. Hey, what's up, Catsy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you can make it. How was your celebration today? Tomato Man giving it the all-seeing eye. I love that. I'm going to give you one back. Oh. Hey, the Susbus. Welcome. How you doing? What website would the YouTooz be released? I've never been into YouTooz until I found it. Yeah, me neither. In fact, I thought when I first seen them advertised, I thought the YouTooz were pop vinyl figures. So I spent ages looking for Little Nightmares pop vinyl figures that I just couldn't find anywhere. And the ones that I could find weren't official. They were like 3D printed models and stuff, which were great. But because they were unofficial, I didn't really want to buy them. Because if I'm going to buy all the Little Nightmares merchandise, I want to try and stick to the official stuff without like stepping outside. Because if I was to buy everything Little Nightmares, it would just overwhelm me, surely. Hey Jam, about Little Nightmares 3, do you think what character you play as actually matter in the playthrough? Do you think you can change your character during I don't think you'll be able to change throughout the playthrough, but I do think it matters which one you play as, because I think at some point they are gonna, well, it definitely matters because of the tools they use, first off, because obviously Law is dependent on his bow, and Alone is dependent on her wrench. So the play style will be slightly different depending on what character you choose, but I also think at some point during the game they're going to intentionally separate our characters, forcing you to, you know, find your own way and solve your own puzzles, and how you do that is going to be based on whether or not your character is adapted to that situation. So yeah, I do think there will be some differences, like minor as they may be, in depending on which one. Okay. Next thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys, because obviously I'm aware that I keep on pushing back the time. These concepts. You guys have seen these already, and I have as well, and I've looked into them thoroughly. But look. Key art. How dope are these? They're so cool. Look at the bracelet. You can see the bracelet right there. But there's so much, and this makes things very, very clear. There's a couple of things in this that I think are worthy of note. I really, really like these. Simon Russell, I'm still gutted I can't play cross-platform with my... Yeah, I know. I think that is a shortcoming, if I'm honest, Mr. Russell. Because I was under the impression that by 2025, like, pretty much everything would be cross-platform. It's a pity that it isn't, especially when you've got family that you want to play with, and things like that. It's a shame. But I'm sure there's a method in the madness. I don't want to, like, you know, like crap on the team or anything and say, they should have done this. I do think they should have done this, but I don't know the logistics about how difficult it would have been to commit to making that possible, so I don't know, but it would be pretty dope. Can I play the co-op mode in one screen? Because I want to play it with my brother. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, you cannot play split screen. So as far as Little Nightmares 3 goes, it does have co-op, but it's not split screen. It doesn't have couch co-op. So you would need 2 screens and 2 consoles in order to play it. What's up, Chris? Welcome back. Gemma found something new in the concept art after photoshopping it a bit. I was initially going to show it in the video, but I could show it now. I'll tag you in a post right now. I'll be right back. Yeah, no problem. You found a new character? That's interesting. I'd love to see that. Thoughts on why the Mirror Man's head is smoking? I think it's something to do with the power. So the power of the Nowhere. The Nowhere is okay, bear with me because I've never really had to articulate these thoughts before, but when we think about the lady and her power, it's often depicted as like a mist, isn't it? Like a dark, smoky mist. And that's the same sort of thing that we see in the mirror right here. That, oh, you know, it's the lady in the mirror. It's not. Or at least I don't think it is. But I think that the power stems from the same area. I think that this dark, smoky mist is fear. I think that this dark smoky mist is the Nowhere. I think it's what the Nowhere is made up of. So everything that we see throughout the Nowhere is given form by this stuff. So this is its base form until it's imagined into something by the visitors. So it doesn't look like anything until we look upon it. Kind of like electrons, you know, it doesn't do anything until it's observed. So the reason we look at the Mirror Man and we just see smoke is because we have no concept of his appearance, and our characters haven't been able to recognize him as anything yet. That on top of the fact that it could just be the game's way of being mysterious, because in the comics back there, Mirror Man was depicted as having like tentacles. Is that a face I see under low? No, I don't think it is. I think it's a fingernail. This right here is a giant finger. And that's a fingernail. And then it goes and it hides under here like so. It looks like the monster baby's finger, actually. And this is a rattle as well. A lot of people keep calling this a bracelet. This is a baby's teething rattle. It's a teething ring. That's what that is. Yeah, let me just bring up the bigger one because I've got this right here, and let's go into our editor and play with some adjustments. Let's turn up the brightness and see. Also, I have you guys on chat, but it's annoying me that I can't keep chat on the screen and do this at the same time. But we got the supervisor right here, really dope. A cracked mirror over here. If I move you guys there, we have this thing in here. Now, I'm not sure if this is a dweller that's just trying to take refuge from the monster baby's gaze and it's got itself frozen in here, or if this is something else that we need to be very concerned about. What do you guys think? It looks like an alien, doesn't it? As if I add some colour to it. Let's see. Sharp this a bit. Intriguing. Where are you guys? Can you play it on a gaming laptop? Yeah, absolutely you can. If I'm developing a game with multiple endings, I'll start a vote which ending they preferred, and I'll make it the canon ending. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, Katzy, you can ask me whatever you want. I've seen that question earlier and forgot to address it. Yes, absolutely, Katzy, you can ask me whatever you like. Step has tagged me. Thank you, Step. I will check it out promptly. Let me just get through a few more of these. something I was curious about with the key art for Little Nightmares 3. There are 2 mirrors. I get the big mirror since that connects to the mirror. Yeah, I think there's actually several mirrors. I think there's only 2 in the key art, but I think there's going to be dozens of them throughout the game. In fact, we see at least 3 of them in the trailer. So I think just mirrors in general are going to be a concept. I wonder if it's going to be a sequel or a prequel. Ooh, curious. What if it's a shoe monster? Could be, Chris. We still don't know what the shoe monster was. Never understood why the smaller mirror was there. I feel like the mirror is important because why would we have a smaller mirror when you have a big mirror for the antagonist? I don't know. I don't know. It could be that the maybe he's unable to leave the mirrors. Maybe you have to he has to entice you to travel through the mirrors to catch you. Hey, no worries. Thank you, Local Galade, for stopping by and showing your support. And it's been really nice to have you here. And congratulations on number 3, by the way. Yeah, this community, I still don't know what this community page thing is, but right now, Step is number 1 with 225 experience points, and Idiotic Bookworm with 150, and Galade Local is 150. In fact, so does Just a Wendy Bat, also has 150. I just think Galade may have got there first, and that's why he has the crown. Or they have the crown, I'm sorry. And then Puppy Queen with 125. I don't understand this. I'm not going to pretend to. And also, I'm ignoring you guys. There you go. To be honest, it kind of looks like his head is on fire. It does a little bit, yeah. Is that art official? Yes, Plasmatic, it is. This is official key art published by Little Nightmares themselves. New monster. That is not the baby monster finger. Oh, there could be a new monster. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is, but the only other monster I've seen with similar hands to that are the guest-like creatures that we saw in the candy factory. You know, the workers, the big chunky guys who work there. They're the only ones that I've seen that are similar. Uploaded a post on YouTube. I'll be sure to check that out, Step. Don't you worry. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't miss anyone. Oh, what's up, GKS? How you doing? I'm sorry, I didn't even know you were here, my brother. How are you? The supervisor looks like a thumb with a face on it. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm so excited for more news. Still wonder why the Necropolis is viewed as the main theme of the game. I think it's because it's the only area that we've really been given proper gameplay development of. Like, we've been able to see it almost in its entirety. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Simon Russell from Maddie. Oh, thank you, Maddie. Maddie Cyrus, thank you so much for your generous donation. That's really kind of you. I very much appreciate you so much, and I can't wait until you play the game. Also, Simon Russell, real quick, type the word YouTooz in all caps. We're doing a giveaway today. Yeah, massive W's for Mr. Simon Russell. Big Daddy Cyrus in the chat. Like this. Yeah, just to recap, we are doing a giveaway today where I'm going to be giving away one of the Little Nightmares, either the Little Nightmares plushies or the Little Nightmares YouTooz. Oh, and from Kingsley as well. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. Ah, that's amazing. Maddie and Kingsley Cyrus, you guys are absolute legends. Thank you so much. Kingsley is still trash, but I really appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much for your generous donations. It's really kind, and it does go to a good cause, which is my mum. And anyone that supports my mum is a friend of mine. Thank you so much. Massive W's in the chat for Simon Russell and his family. And yeah, so if you type in YouTooz just like you guys have, you will get 1 free entry into the giveaway. And if you're a channel member, you automatically get 2. And I'll be giving away one of those. I actually have pictures of them right here. You guys will be able to see. So we have the plushies. Look at 6. Look at her. How dope is that? So yeah, I will be giving these away. So we will only have 1 winner, sadly. I'm only able to give 1 of these away because I'm limited to how much I can afford. But and I'm going to be buying all of these, obviously, over the course of however long they're out for, because they're going to live on my nice new shelf. But yeah, so we got 6 there. We also have mono. I wanna be able to just scroll through. But Gem, I did ask my question. Sorry, Catsy, did I miss it? Catsy W Simon Russell. I'm wondering if you could possibly, if I could possibly be a mod, please. Is that okay? Totally up to you. Just asking. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem, Catsy. I've got no issue with making you a mod on this channel. I'm not going to do it right now, but it will be. But I'll set it up in the next stream because it would necessitate me coming out of chat and messing with that, and I don't know how to do it. I've done it once, and it was like 4 years ago. But I will make you a mod, no problem. We'll have to go and set up your own stream. Yeah, Mr. Tibbs, no problem, my brother. I'm looking forward to chilling out with your live stream tonight. I will be checking that out. I would also highly advise anybody who likes Resident Evil or horror content in general to go over to Mr. Tibbs' channel and check out his live stream that he is prepping for right now. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. We still have more to discuss. But yeah, how come I didn't know about this YouTube? Well, to be honest, it didn't exactly shadow drop, but it has been pretty undersung and pretty quiet. So it's sad that it hasn't had the promotion that I feel like it deserves. It might just be poor marketing, but also I found out about it, but I was pretty late to the game myself, if I'm honest. Kingsley wants Baldy and Maddie wants Mr. Hop. Hashtag throwbacks. Yeah, well, you know what? They are throwbacks as well, because like early in the channel, before I was a Little Nightmares theorist, I used to play horror games, and I was trash at them, to be honest. I wasn't very good at Baldy. I was pretty good at Mr. Hop, but I wasn't very good at Baldy. But Mr. Hop's Playhouse was the first horror game. It was the first game I ever played on the channel, actually. My first ever video. Katsudon1227, hello there, and welcome to the stream. I'm glad you can make it in. What's up? Sorry it takes me so long to get to your chat. Wait, Chris is depressed. Why is Chris depressed? Okay, Steph, I'd be like 6, but also alone. Mainly 60 reminds me of my depression. Sorry, emo face. Hey, well, if you genuinely are depressed, I'm really sorry, and I hope that at least laughing at my face brings you some form of joy. Z7 Studios, I have come. You are here. Welcome, little one. I own the 6 Nendoroid, but I didn't know there was even a plan to make a YouTooz. Yeah, I only found out about it quite recently myself. Right, so yeah, so the reason the YouTooz is on the screen at the moment is because I'm going to be giving one of these away to one of my lucky viewers. All you got to do is type the word YouTooz in all caps, and then over the course of the next 48 hours, we will go through the VOD, and me and my team will comb through the chat. We will take everybody's entries. Members will get 2, everybody else gets 1, and I will pick one lucky viewer out of the hat, and I will send you a YouTooz or a plushie of your choice, and they can be either this one of 6, we could have this one of Mono, which is wonderful. Oh, he's so cool. Or we can have a plushie of Mono, which I think is really cute. I really like him. And the 6 plush as well. There you go. You only have to type it once. So if you've already typed it once, don't worry, that will be counted already. You don't have to spam it. You don't have to type it over and over. As long as you've typed it once, it will get seen, it will get added, and you only get 1 entry. So you don't have to worry about typing it lots of times. If I find that people have typed it multiple times, it just won't be counted. I won't be mad or anything. I won't be like, oh, I won't kick you out for doing that or anything. Some people forget, or some people worry that their message didn't come through or something like that, because I don't always acknowledge them. But yeah, but it will be counted. It's raining sticks here right now. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's kind of sunny here. It's actually really warm. They are adorable, right? I got the old 6 Fangamer plush, but I haven't gotten the Mono Fangamer plush because they got sold out. Ah, that's a shame. I hate that as well, because a lot of the stuff that I found that I like I really like the mini figurines, but by the time it came to buying them, they were all sold out, and now they're on eBay, and a lot of the prices are like really, really high, so I sadly can't afford them. But in like 70 days, they're bringing them out again, and I'm hopefully going to be buying them as well. And they're going to live on my lovely shelf back there. Forgot to tag you, I'm stupid, now it should work. Ah, there we go. Wait, I just realised the 6 YouTooz figure has brown hair. Doesn't she have black hair? Does it? One second. Does it? It kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, it does look kind of... I don't know if it's just brightened up for the image or something like that. But I am seeing what you mean, though. It does look kind of brown. But actually, I think 6 does have brown hair. Like, if we look at the concept arts for 6... like, if I just open the comic... Not the comic, sorry. If I open the art book real quick... Let's take a look at an image of 6. Where's our girl? Where is she? Where is she? That was my Batman voice. Ah, here you are. Ah, that's not a good one. Where's the comic kids image? No, I need a face-on picture of 6 so that I can see. Ah, that's quite a good one. Yeah, so you can sort of see the tints of brown in Monster 6's hair. No, Monster 6 doesn't necessarily count though. There, like this. So if we take a look at this picture of 6 here, it's very, very dark brown. So it has like a browny tint to it. I think that's just to add some depth kind of thing. But it is definitely more black than brown. So I think that's sort of the angle that we're taking with that. That's all. I don't think they've made a mistake with this YouTooz. Ash, welcome to the Boom Squad. Thank you for joining the membership program. I really appreciate you, and I hope you enjoy having 2 entries to the YouTooz giveaway instead of just the 1. Bandage Kid mentioned, rah. Hey, if you think that's good, you might want to stay tuned, Tomato Man. 6 considered a final girl like Sydney in Scream. Maybe. It says she has black hair though. Oh well, if it actually states that she has black hair, then there could be a mistake here. But unless I'm just looking at it wrong, maybe it's my eyes. I don't know. I've been coloring 6 wrong the whole time. No, I don't think you have. I think it's just a case of lighting. I don't know. If you were to let's say we took 6, but not nowhere 6. Let's say we took her in the counties and we put her in a chair and she was freshly showered and clean and wearing something other than a raincoat and she'd washed her hair for once, maybe her hair would be lighter brown. You know, maybe it just looks dark because she's in the nowhere and she's dirty and she's filthy and she's covered in she's covered in leech guts and bits of whoever she's been eating. I don't know. Can't say. Because you're awesome and your mum's being so brave and amazing to hopefully help you. Thank you so much. That's so thoughtful. Thoughtful. You see what I mean? You see what I mean about me stumbling over my words? You would think someone who talks as much as I do, with as relentless a rigor as I speak, that I would be able to articulate my gratitude. Thank you so much, Catsy. I really appreciate that. I'll give you a nice little love heart on there, and I really like that comment. Can I get some huge W's in the chat for Kit Kat Catsy, please, everybody? Thank you so much, Catsy. You are an absolute legend. And my mum will very much appreciate that. And she will read that comment as well, because I'm going to see her tomorrow. I was hoping I could go and see her tonight, but it's going to be a little bit late and she'll probably be in bed. But I'm hoping to go see my mum. If not today, then it will be tomorrow. Yeah, it is. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. That's massive, because that money right there, that pays for my mum's taxi to the hospital to get her treatment. Because we live miles from the hospital, and it's like, and it's... Don't get me wrong, it's like I will be absolutely prepared to push my mum in the wheelchair for however many miles it takes. I don't care. But the fact that she's able to get there and back is thanks to you guys. It's these donations that help her with her travel and her accommodation and stuff when she has to receive treatment out of town. They don't let her stay in the hospital. You can. At least not here. And in the areas in the treatment that she's undergoing and the therapies that she has to do, my mum can't stay in the hospital. So she can go to the hospital for the treatment, but she has to stay in a hotel. And my mum is poor because she can't work, because for obvious reasons, you know? So all of this money and all of these generous donations, that's where they go. That's why I get so emotional when I get them, because I get to see my mum's face. In fact, I want to show you guys something real quick. Forgive me getting emotional, but I need you to see this. This is my mum.
Forgive me. This is my mum. And she appreciates you guys very, very much. As do I. Yes, this is my mum. I composed myself. But that's my mum, and she's amazing. And she gets to read all of the nice things you say. And the reason this platform is so valuable to me and this community is so valuable to me is because my mum has not been shown a lot of love over her life. Like, she has by family, but I'm talking in her youth, when she was young. Like, my mum has some horror stories from her youth, and she should have turned out terrible. Because, you know, people that have been through some devastating things, they often turn out bad, don't they? You know, they use that as an excuse to be angry at the world and be mad and blame everybody else for their shortcomings. And my mum did the complete opposite. My mum went in the opposite direction, and she's forged a family, and she instilled values in me and characteristics that I hold in very, very high regard. Everything positive about me. Everything you guys like, my kindness, my charity, my feelings and emotions, everything positive about me, that's where that comes from. So yeah. Anyway, if you'll forgive my outburst, that's why I stumble, and that's why I laugh and joke and I seem ungrateful. Because if I think about it for more than a minute, I do this. And it's embarrassing for me online, on the internet, when I'm trying to, you know, concentrate and shit. So, yeah, I hope you'll forgive the fact that I do actually feel sometimes. Anyways, there was a comment that I wanted to address earlier on before I was distracted. Thanks, Catsy, for distracting me and making me cry on the internet. God damn it! How do we know if we won? I will announce the winner in a community post tomorrow. So once me and my team have been through the chat and calculated it all and then drawn the winner, there will be a community post on my thing, on my channel. Also, speaking of, I just got to go back to Step. Tag. Why doesn't it notify me? Damn it. I'll just type it in Step. I'll find it. Excuse you. Forgive me, guys. This might take a minute because YouTube doesn't seem to be finding Step. Why? Okay, let me try this way. sorry, guys. I am a professional. I I promise. Mama G is a legend, was always sound with us in Papa Gia's community account. Yeah, absolutely. Simon Russell has actually met my mum in real life. Gemini is subscribed to Game Theory. Yeah, absolutely, of course I am, yeah. All the respect in the world for Game Theory. Oh wait, Catsy, I didn't realise it was that simple. I can add you as a moderator right now. It's literally just a case of click that, add moderator. Let me just go to Step's channel real fast, and then I'm going to reopen the chat and click you and add as moderator, and put you as standard moderator, save. There you go, Catsy, you're a moderator now. And Steph, no, you shouldn't change anything, Steph. Not at all. Don't change anything about your channel just because of my ignorance. I was there. It's just because, see, I'm subscribed with notifications on. So, like, why didn't this come up for me? So sometimes YouTube just decides no, and that's okay. So let's have a look. Look at the drawings I found in Little Nightmares. Guys, I want you to pay attention to this. What Steph said. Look at the drawings I found in Little Nightmares 3 gameplay trailer Gemini 540. Appreciate the link. Right, okay. So, as you can see, there is a screenshot that Steph's taken here of the Little Nightmares 3 gameplay from the necropolis where it's taking place at nighttime, and there's some background images here that Steph has edited into the negative to make them more visible, and we can see some interesting things here. Look at this stuff. I'm going to drop you a little like. You know what? I'll give you an eyeball for the algorithm as well. There you go. Not two. There you go. I like my own comment because I'm a Batman. Yeah, but look at this stuff. All right, let me try and bring you guys up on screen so I'm not ignoring you. So, there you go. Alright. Both you and your mum are awesome and an inspiration. Thank you, Katsy. I appreciate that. Yeah, Tomato Man, it was your comment that I wanted to address, and I will very, very shortly. Remind me of Bandage Kid in just a second. They're mirrors. Step is right. Look. Look. They're mirrors. That's why it's a reflective image. It's not a satellite. See, it's depicted like it's a satellite, like, you know, when you see a beam going into one thing and out of another. But these are mirrors. Could this be that you're going in one place and out to another? Could these be subtle directions on how to get to this mythical place that Law is searching for? The one that he's been excited to find over the course of the years he's been trapped within the nowhere. Because Law's description is actually exactly that. Yes, there is so much emphasis on mirrors, Puppy, absolutely. It's with arrows rebounding the light beams. Yeah, exactly, so it's rebounding light. So could it be that he's using the mirrors as a means to escape, and that's the way he's got to do it? He's got to set them up so that it's... could it be that he's visiting all of these areas because he has to find a mirror in each and every one, and each of these mirrors need negotiating to be a certain angle? Maybe that's what this is doing. Look at this. Sorry guys, I can't see the chat right now, but look at this Little Nightmares 3 trailer. Where is it? Oh, it's not that trailer. Try the friendship trailer. There. This. What do we think, guys? Look. Consider this. This scene here. Yes, we can leave that one. We can leave my bracelet as well. Okay. Right, where's my chat? There we go. I have a wrench. I'm alone. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes. Right, where are we? Another reason I think the main antagonist... Yeah, exactly. Genuine question. Why do a lot of people in the Little Nightmares community pretend that the release of window for Little Nightmares 3 does not exist? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There has to be a window. I think it's just safer that way. I think there's a little bit of controversy surrounding, you know, whether or not the studio actually care about the audience and things like that. I think it just causes too many arguments. People fight over it, and it really isn't worth fighting over. We'll get the game eventually, and when we get it, it'll be dope, and that's all I really care about. Yeah. What if the light beams will have to be directed on some sort of object or portal or whatever to escape? You see? Now, what Step has alluded to there, and it does make perfect sense if we consider this. Look at these. These here, these circles, and these surroundings. Oh, shoot. There. This apparatus here, with smaller circles around the outside on the peripheral of a bigger circle there. Are these instructions for how to manipulate this? And could this thing be the reason we escape? Because it's obviously manipulating light, right? As you can see. Yeah. Wait. There. So there's light there. And that light is going to be directed for a shot from beam to beam to mirror to mirror to mirror, like so. So once it's all in the right place, it will shoot from one to the other to the other to the other to the other, like so. Just like this. From there to the other to the other to that. Like that, as you can see. Step. That is a really good observation, and I'm really glad you brought that up, because it's something that I spotted a long time ago, but I was... Sorry, there was just a loud noise outside. But I was never able to link to anything in the trailer until you've just pointed that out in the negative. Now, looking at it in the negative reveals so much more about these images that was in there in the first place. The circles, they're exactly, right? What's the problem? Step, you say so, there's one problem. What is the problem? That wheel is in the carnival chapter. Is it? How do you know? How do you know that this is the carnival chapter? Because I know that we see the carnival before it. We see the carnival here. But the lighting in here, this could be anywhere. I'm not saying you're wrong, but elaborate on it. What makes you think that it is the carnival chapter? Oh, that wheel is the... Oh, did you? Intriguing. If one of them ends up escaping into the real world, counties we play as a normal sized child version. Yeah, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Seeing them like interacting with normal everyday objects where like chairs aren't massive and they don't have to climb stairs physically with their hands. Maybe you have to manipulate the light, hit each mirror to open some sort of portal to escape. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. This is my thinking. There are carousel horses in the back in that very shot from the far side. Is there? In this image here, is it? So this is the carnival, is it? Is this where the horses are? I'm not sure. I'm not seeing what you're seeing, Step, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. You could absolutely be right. In fact, the carnival could even be the last one. Music stopped. How dare. Let me just turn up my volume a little bit, because over here the music apparently hasn't stopped. But maybe it's just a quiet track. I can't actually play that music at the moment, I'm sorry. I've got the background running still, so you should be able to hear it. If not, I'll have a play with it in a minute. But yeah, Dariana, genius, yes, genius. That's what we are here. We are geniuses. Hope Little Nightmares 3 gets delayed again, and then I want them again. So I'm glad you could hear the music, Jeffrey. Good. Show it in post. Yeah, you should definitely explore this in a post, Step, because this is something that's worthy of note. I think I might even explore this in a theory. Tomato Man. Yeah, it's one of the ominous soundtracks. Yeah, I hate Little Nightmares. Fair enough. I like your post. Yes, I did. Thank you for that, Step. That was thought-provoking. I really enjoyed that, because I think there is a lot more to this than meets the eye, and I've only really considered it at this amount of length now, in this moment, while connecting these two scenes. I will actually do some brightening. I think I might even make a theory video on that, and I will be making sure to shout you out as well, because if it wasn't for you speaking up on this image here and letting me know about it, I probably wouldn't have made that connection. So thank you so much for that. That's really dope. Really cool. Okay, so moving into another thing that I wanted to discuss is Tomato Man earlier on mentioned Bandage Kid, and I said to you guys that if we hit this goal here, which we did, that I will release chapter 5 of my speculative DLC video early. So I am going to release it tomorrow, but for now, what do you guys say? Should I share the thumbnail with you? Do you guys want an early sneak peek at the thumbnail for this video? In fact, I'll start a poll. Let me. YouTube, stop doing that. Ugh. Hop out, chat. There. Damn it. I'm gonna start a poll. I'm doing a poll. You can't stop me. Start a poll. Yeah. Share. Chapter 5 DLC. Or would you guys prefer it be a secret? Yes!
Pretty please. There we go. Share the hell out of that thumbnail. Yes, Risk, hello there, what's up? Sorry, I don't think I said hello to you. Rowdy Rex, did someone say DLC? Ha, yes. I made a Canva presentation with shots, Photoshop, wall trails, and gameplay. Sorry, I gotta go. It's 2:35 a.m. here after. Yeah, no worries, Ash. Absolutely fine. I'm really sorry that you have to go because you might miss this, but it's totally fine. You're gonna see this. No problem at all. Now, while you guys vote on that, I am gonna take a quick break and refill my beverage, go to the bathroom, and then I will return. And then I'm gonna share. Well, it looks like I'm going to share because it's been voted yes so far. 15 votes all say yes, so forgive me. I am going to go back. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, ponder any questions, and I will be back in 2 minutes. Be right back, guys. Okay, we have returned. Awesome. Where's my chat? There it is. Okay, so I can see a couple of you guys asking about what is the YouTooz website. It's literally youtooz.com/collections/Little Nightmares, and it's got the characters all available here. They're all coming out in 3 days, kind of like it's 2 days, 23 hours and 16 minutes, and available we have 6 mono, a 6 plush, and a mono plush. This is the actual website where you can get them from. Feel free to check out that link. In fact, I will link it right here. I'll link it in the chat. I don't know if it'll work, but I will actually link it in the chat so you guys can see. Boop. There you go.
yeah, so if you guys want to go and check them out, do so. And obviously I'm going to be giving away one of these to a lucky viewer as well. Leo Marty, Jemmy Emmy, choose me, love me, notice me, senpai. Peekaboo, Gemini. Yes, I see you too. I might just do a Gemini Rage compilation. God, if you guys want to see me rage, just make me play Cuphead. No way, they're coming out on my freaking birthday! Well, happy birthday, Navarro! Hey, now I really hope you win, so that you get a birthday present from me. Gemini, what is the announcement? Well, the announcement is this. Because, right here... Where is it? I'd love to know what you guys think of this, because this is my poll ended, and 85% of you guys voted, so I am just gonna straight up bring it up. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, wait, no. There it is. Open with photos. There you go. What do you think? This right here is the thumbnail for Chapter 5 of my Little Nightmares 2 Speculative DLC, which we are now going to release tomorrow. And I would absolutely love to know what you guys think. I'm just going to have to minimize this to see. Actually, I don't have to. I can just move it onto this screen. But it's too big for that screen. Sorry. There you go. There you go. I hope you guys can see. Oh, sorry, my head's in the way also. Go away, my head. There you go. So, tomorrow, because of your guys' generous donations and everything that came through today and all of your votes and all of your interest and everything, this is quite an important project to me. And it's Chapter 5 of the Speculative DLC series. And I'm thinking there's going to be 6 episodes altogether. We've done 4 that are already available to watch on YouTube. This is the 5th one that we are now out. It was scheduled for release late June. It's now scheduled for release tomorrow because you guys voted on it. Well, not voted on it, you guys paid for it. So absolutely. And yeah, Propimal absolutely cooked for real with this character. And I really think that you guys are going to enjoy the concept that I've come up with. I don't want to spoil anything more than the thumbnail, other than you can see which characters are going to be involved here. So we've got our little bandage boy here, the toddler, and then we've got this thing that I will elaborate on in the video when it comes out, that you guys are all going to get to see tomorrow. But I'd love to know what you think. What do you guys think of my monster design? He looks like the Babadook. Yeah, man. He kinda does. Curious about who that monster is? You'll find out tomorrow. You will find out tomorrow. Jen will put a link to the photoshopped images in another post. Let me tag you. Appreciate that, Step. No problem. Thing looks like a demon under my bed. Yeah, Propimal definitely cooked with this. She always does. Propimal is such an amazing artist. Boom, Tomato Man dropping in the boom. Is this if Little Nightmares 2 had a DLC? Leo Marty, yes it is. So about a year ago I decided to expand, and because we were supposed to get a Little Nightmares 2 DLC, but we never did, sadly, and I always wanted one. So I tried to imagine what it would actually look like. So I started creating a series of the Lost DLC. So it's all the thumbnails look like this, and each of them contain a character and a monster, and then the words DLC explained. I've got chapters 1 through 4 available on my channel at the moment. They are entirely speculative, but I do think that they make sense, and they took off, and they did so well on the channel that I have been approached by a couple of developers, artists and musicians and things like that would like to help me develop them into a fully fledged playable Little Nightmares 2 DLC game that I will distribute to you guys for free. It's just going to take a long time to produce because game development is hard. And the story isn't over yet either, because like I said, there's probably going to be 6 of these chapters in total, and this is the 5th one that's going to be released tomorrow. And I really, really hope you guys enjoy it, because it's very important to me. And if you do like it, eventually it'll become playable, and you'll actually get to play as this character, and you will actually get to interact with this thing. Yes. Looks really cool. It's a hobo. Do have a question. Have you ever thought about making a Discord server? Yeah, absolutely. I actually have a Discord server, Rowdy Rex, but it's pretty much a dead zone at the moment, because it's a members only Discord where and it's only available to people who are on like one of the higher membership tiers, and it's because one of the main perks is that I will talk directly to people in that chapter, like as in, you know, you'll be able to get like not just like DMs from me, but like phone calls essentially. Like I would be able to communicate with you on an almost personal level, but I'd like to make that a bit more special. I don't think that my channel is big enough to justify having an entire Discord dedicated to it at the moment. If people want to communicate with me on Discord, I invite you to do so. The only downside is my messages might take a very long time to get through, because I only spend a couple of hours on Discord every day, and it's usually super late at night, and I get dozens, if not hundreds, of messages every day. So responding to them all is really difficult, but I try to prioritize certain people, and they're mostly the people who I work with, my foundational audience, and my channel members. But I don't have like just an open Discord that anybody can join randomly. I might eventually, but the channel would have to be way, way bigger before I can justify that. Yeah, we were supposed to. We absolutely were supposed to. It's nice to meet you. Give me YouTooz. Well, I might eventually, Leo. It depends if you win. If you win, I'll absolutely give you a YouTooz. You get to pick which one, but you got to win first, and that's just out of luck. Hello, Bob from the gym. It's great to see you in the chat. Now, Bob I've actually met in real life as well, and we had a conversation yesterday, actually, about him stopping in to see me during the stream. It's really good to see you, Bob. How are you doing? I hope everything's all right. Have you been training today, by the way? Did you go to the gym? Did you go kickboxing? Bruv be yapping. That's all I do, Leo Marty. All I ever do is yap. It's kind of my thing. So, that's that concept, and I really hope that you guys like it. So I've covered a lot of the stuff that I wanted to cover today. Obviously, we've talked about Summer Games Fest, we talked about my speculative DLC, we've covered some of the artworks, so the key arts that have come out recently, and we've talked about the giveaway and how to enter and everything like that as well. I love Gemini's yapping. No more yap, DC Greasy, no more yap. Hashtag yapping. If we win, how will you tell you which one? I will ask you. So what'll happen is I will announce the winner of the giveaway via community post. So you guys make sure you ring the notification bell, because I will tag you in a community post, and there will be a picture celebrating your win, and I will tag you in the post. Then we'll exchange some contact information. You'll be able to contact me via email, and then we'll have a discussion of which one you want and how I'm going to get it to you. Hashtag evil. Jem, can you please show my art? Yeah, absolutely. Give me 2 seconds. So, where's my OC Legion? So, Katsy drew me these. So, this is the first one. And this is a character concept that she drew for me of my OC Little Nightmares character Legion and the other guy. And this is him right here. And I think she did an amazing job. As you can see, Katsy's label right here. Kit Kat Katsy is an artist, and a really good one at that, and I love the use of colour and shadow in this. Now, let me show you. This, where is he? There. This is the original concept for Legion. This is what my original character looks like. This is the first OC character, and he was drawn by Propimo. who's my primary artist for all of the ones. She in fact created the monster in the Speculative DLC that I just showed you guys. But then I challenged the community to draw pictures of Legion, which you all did, and I keep them all. And they all stay in here. This is my little folder of Legion pictures. And Katsy drew me a couple of them that I think are absolutely dope. What do you guys think? Also, some of you might recognize Legion's eye here. Because again, you know, the whole red and blue, like Gemini aesthetic and everything like that. But that's also why the where is it? That's also why the merch that I'm designing has that. You see? There. Get it? Sorry, where's my chat gone? Bruv be yapping. Yes, of course, bruv is yapping. Posted the link. Thank you, Step. I'll take a quick look at that in just a sec. There he is, looking awesome. Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely. Big W's in the chat for Kit Kat Katsy. That OC is tight. That OC, yeah, is super tight for Legion. Yeah, absolutely. I love Legion. I think he's a great character and I can't wait to bring him alive. It's going to be so dope. I'll tell you what I'll do. Oh, what will I do? Not yet, not yet. So there's more stuff that I want to discuss, but it is getting really late, and I do want to be checking out. Mr. Tibbs' stream very shortly as well. Plus, I'm starving and I need to eat. But I've discussed a couple of things with you guys that have been really, really fun to talk about today. Nikki Gibbs, hello Gemini, and hello everyone. Hope you're all good. Hello Nikki, it's really good to see you in the chat. I'm doing fine. I'm doing absolutely fine. It's actually been a dope stream. I've really enjoyed myself. I'm just going to take a quick look at Step's tag. Because you tagged me in something, did you not, Step, just now? Canva, draw a light. There we go. Alrighty, let's see. Now then. Right, forgive me, I need chat on screen so I can actually see. Yeah, also, who was... Where is my chat? Sorry, I'm so... Navarro, yes, I am making merch, but it is extremely limited, exclusive merch that is... This is purely in concept, but this is what I'm going to be designing. I'll sell those, depending. Yes. So yeah, that's the merch that I am going to be making, but I've talked about that already. I'm not going to try and promo that too much because again, it's still only in development, early development stages. Now, Step, I was looking at your page, but I need chat to join me. There we go. Now, here we go. Now, forgive me if I'm quiet, but it's fun to look at these designs from this perspective because look how clear this area is in particular. Like, look at the smoke and everything up here. It really, like, when you change the saturation and the contrast and the tint on these pictures, it gives you all kinds of new perspectives when it comes to these designs. Like this is a fun one as well. There was one, oh wait, did I get rid of it? I did. I found an image ages ago that was very similar, that had the mirror in it like that, where I like flipped the mirror upside down and then I played with some of the images. It looked like someone screaming and it just looked dope and I really liked it. Kind of looks like the supervisor a little bit in the mirror here. Oh no, Lo, what happened to you? Nice, nice. See, I like that as well because you're there. You're trying to get in here. Ooh, sorry, I keep getting notifications. Oh, this is... I love this image. This is really cool because I think there's a lot more to this area than we know of as well. Because obviously this is some kind of puzzle. Also, who do you suppose threw this axe? Who do we think threw that? A lot of symbolism as well. Like, I'm noticing the eyes everywhere, but also this is the first time we really see other symbols other than eyes used in Little Nightmares, other than the dialect, you know, the actual writing that you see on the packaging and the newspapers and stuff like that. But these are very deliberate. Oh, the greasy hair looks kind of like mine. Ah, the candy factory. This is arguably my favorite area in the game so far. Right, let's close out a couple of these images so that it's not taking up all my bandwidth. Right. Talking about Six's hair again, doesn't it look blue blackish in Little Nightmares 2? Yeah, I think it changes depending on whereabouts you are with it. That's called colorblindest. I'm gonna make a lower mask. Oh, you should. You know what? This actually got me thinking about a low mask, because I thought it would be pretty cool to make a low mask out of paper mache, because I don't think it'd be particularly difficult. This is more like a lady mask or a Shadow Kids mask, but it's cool, right? I think it'd be pretty dope. What do you think, guys? Would I make a good Shadow Kid? Or would I make a better lady? I need some hair first. I'm gonna sit you right there so that I don't lose you down the back of the sofa again. That reminds me of my rainbow-shaped keyboard I have when I was little. Yeah, exactly, right? Carousel horse shot is also included. Thank you, Step. My favourite area in Little Nightmares 3 is the one where they live happily ever somehow I doubt we're going to get that one. Oh, this is good. Hey! Who's flipping me the bird? Look at this guy! Look! Look! That's intentional! This motherfucker! This... Who's this dude flipping us the bird through the mirror? That is the most intentional little dig I've ever seen from Bandai Namco. What, Supermassive, explain this. Explain this. This dude's literally just like, hey, look in the mirror, look in the mirror. Oh my dude, but next step, Britain's Got Talent. Hi! Yeah, the audacity of flipping the bird, right? Oh, bro.
Hi! Hi!
Yeah. Yeah, Step, you see, I've got these keen eyes, and they let me notice all sorts of secrets in the Little Nightmares universe, one of which is when we're being openly disrespected by the devs. You mother... Oh, no. Oh, that is absolutely brutal. Brilliant. Brilliant. Great work exposing them there, Step. Good job. Aye, Bandai and Supermassive have been cancelled. Yeah, cancel Supermassive. Cancel Bandai Namco. Cancel Little Nightmares 3. We're so offended by this creature flipping us the bird. I suppose, in fairness, that's what I would do. If I was to come across the monster baby and there was no escape and I was getting turned to stone, I would want to freeze in a position where I'm just like, no. God damn it, that's hilarious. This kid shouldn't be witnessing profanity, yeah, right? Oh, this is a good image. See this. That's, you know, I was talking about the squares, the circles and things like that on the keyboard earlier. That's actually more like the symbols I was referencing that we see on all of the like Little Nightmares merchandise and stuff that you find in the Little Nightmares universe as well. That's pretty cool. I love the warping effect on the mirror as well. I think that's really cool. This is going to be a fun scene to play out. Yay! What's up, Runaway Cobra? I'm glad you can make it. Sorry, I just looked at my other screen. See, there you are. Alright, what are we saying here? risk. Almost everyone in Little Nightmares covers their face in some way, both children, but yeah, absolutely, either by like hoods or hair or bags or masks or something. You're absolutely right, and I think that's intentional as well. I think a lot of that, the reason they cover their faces and try and remain as ambiguous as possible, as in like not really letting you see their face or not having any like particular identifiable qualities about them other than the clothes they wear, like a bright yellow raincoat or a paper bag, not even so much as having any like intelligible dialect in between each other than the occasional hi. But I think that's so that we can reflect ourselves and our own personalities onto these characters, and it makes them more relatable. And I think that's intentional. Would we see how travel through the mirrors would be, like what you saw? Yeah, I do think so. I do think we're going to get to see what lurks in the mirrors at some point, you know, so like eventually, like we got to see what lurks in the TVs, and it was the like the insides of the signal tower. I think it'll be something similar to that. I put in my middle finger once in 4th grade before even knowing what it was, and I had no idea I was in trouble. Whoops. I'm glad you can make it, Runaway Cobra. Developers knew what they were doing. Hoping we never notice their secrets. No secrets are hidden from us. Yeah, exactly. We're too keen-eyed. We're hitting the Mary Poppins in Little Nightmares 3. Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting Star Wars vibes all over the place. Little Nightmares 3. Sorry. The effect on the mirror looks like a spiral. Yeah, it kind of did actually, didn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of spirals. This is going to be an interesting puzzle, I think, because it looks like we have to like platform from place to place to place to place to place in order to navigate this area. Also, I wish this helicopter would stop circling my house. I hope you guys can't hear that. Hopefully my microphone should like cut out any noise bleed, but there is a helicopter circling my property right now, and it's really unnerving. As is this hand. And that's it from an alternative angle. Yeah, these were those images I was talking about earlier, you know, the creature with the fat fingers. It's these monsters from the candy factory that I was alluding to. I'm really looking forward to seeing this puzzle. Yeah, is this the one that you said you brightened up, Step, for the one with the carousel in the background, or was it the next image perhaps? No, let me just go back to that one, because Step pointed out something earlier on in a post of his that you guys, if you're just tuning in, check out Step's community posts and have a look at the one that he posted where he put the drawings on the wall in the necropolis into the negative, and then look at those pictures and consider them when you're thinking about this apparatus here, because I think they're linked. Also, it might look like the multiverse hopping in Doctor Strange in the multiverse. Yeah, it could do. It could do. No, we can't hear it. I can't hear it. What can't you hear? What can't you hear? Is there sound? Am I missing sound? What am I missing? What can't you hear? Sorry guys, forgive me, I am lost. I don't know if I haven't muted, have I? No? Sorry guys, if there's something you can't hear, let me know, because I do not. Oh, sorry, you can't hear the helicopter. Of course, I just talked about it. What a moron! Forgive me, guys. I'm so behind. Yeah, the helicopter. No, I'm glad you can't hear the helicopter. That's fine. Good. You shouldn't hear the helicopter. Nice shelf, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. I built that myself. I'm really proud of the shelf. It's new. I'm so happy that people are noticing my nice shelf. Oh no, the helicopter. I'm glad you can't hear the chopper, guys. That's good. That's really good. I'm really interested to see what this thing is. I'm very, very interested to figure out what this guy is. I think he's important. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this game, guys. I can't even tell you how much. Oh no! I love Lowe's belly flop here, like he's diving into a pool. Look at how relentless he is. It's just like no hesitation at all. Just like, I believe. Oh, I'm gonna slow-mo that. Also, the supervisor's hands here, that's really dope. I love that the wrists look crushed. They look like she's been stuffed. That's really cool. I've never really noticed her wrists before. They look really flat and deflated. Very, very cool. What's my check on? Man in the purple suit. Yeah, absolutely could be. That was my thoughts as well. That's my Helihovia house. Leo Marty, stop flying your chopper around my property, please. I'm trying to concentrate on my stream and I'm worried you're going to fly it into my house. He has the same lamp as the hunter. Is that true? I think this is a radio. I don't think it's a lamp. It looks like the hunter's lamp. You're absolutely right, because that's what I thought it was at first as well when I seen the lighting and everything. But I think this is a radio that he's listening to and tuning in. I think that's what this is. Thank you, Step, for the arrow, by the way. But yeah, I think this item here, I think it's a radio, as is evident by this this here. And I think the reason we have to sneak by is because he's tuning the radio, so sometimes there'll be music playing and sometimes there isn't. And so we'll have to like creep by and not alert whatever this creature is to our presence. I'm also intrigued to see where they're going from this point. Just notice these boxes here are actually those boxes there also. I knew this was the same area, but I just wondered what was in those boxes and if anything might be of interest. As Monster Baby. See, if Monster Baby froze you like that, you would absolutely flip of the bird, right? Ah, wholesome interactions. Steam screenshots. This was the first ever screenshot that I manipulated for Little Nightmares 3, where I went in to my photo editor and I started like going in and blending it and changing it into negative and getting it in drawing and everything like that. I've gone over this image so many times that I could probably draw it by memory. So I've lost you guys again. Behind the tent, yeah. Look at the short arms. That's the dummy on his lap. Yeah, it could be, Steph. It could be. You're going to get raided by the FBI or something every time it happens. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. It usually starts with a helicopter. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if I was to get raided here. Like, I straight up eat people, apparently. Apparently, I'm a cult leader. And I'm a public person. I'm on the internet. Hey, Jem. Hey, Artbox. What's up? How you doing? I hope you're doing okay. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you could make it. The power of the tism. Yeah, never underestimate the power of the tism. Oh, this is an interesting scene. I'm really intrigued to get here as well, because I remember a lot of people speculating that this was the residence, and it's not. It is very similar though, and it does make me curious as to where this area is. Now, what do you guys think? Where do you think this is? Because there's a number of different things that we could pay attention to here. Obviously, we have this huge thing here, which is like a steam engine, like a power, like it has to power something. This is probably the main power source for whatever we're inside, which is what makes me think this is in the carnival. I think that this could be a part of the carnival level, because I think that the carnival, the fun fair area, takes place on a ship, and I think those ships are very steampunk, and I think they're going to be powered by this huge generator here. The only thing that throws me off that is the fact that there are books. Now, it looks to me here like they're burning the books as a fuel source, right? Because there's no coal, or at least none that I can see. So are they using the books? Are they burning the books as fuel? And if so, why? Is it because the nowhere steals memories? And I think it does. I think the nowhere steals your memories. I think that's why the characters can't remember their own names. And that's alluded to in several different areas. Number one being the comic series over there, where the runaway kid talks to Six about, you will forget altogether if you don't talk about it. And the other kids don't remember their own names, things like that. And then also in the Sounds of Nightmares, there is like the characters in there use pseudonyms as well, because they don't know their own real names. They just say, you can call me Jester. You know, because I'm always making jokes. But Jester isn't his real name. It's just a name he invented for himself. I think it's a fair. I think it's a fair also. I think it's a hideaway maybe, but another location there. Could it be another area of the mall? I mean, it's possible, but I doubt it. I don't think we're going to see the mall, and if we do, I don't think we'll be inside it. Yeah, absolutely, Catsy. It is very much like the furnace area in the DLC. That's why a lot of people thought that this was the hideaway, but it's not, or at least it's not the same hideaway area. Fulcrum, bye chat, bye Jen, bye, great stream. Thank you, Fulcrum, I appreciate you stopping by. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Tomato Man, you are absolutely right. It's not the runaway kid talking to Six. It is the bread boy. You are dead right. 100% forgive me, my bad. You are 100% correct. It is the bread boy who says that, not the runaway kid. I don't know why I said runaway kid. I know it's the bread boy. But yeah, thank you for correcting me on that. Tomato Man is absolutely right. It is not the runaway kid that says you'll forget altogether. It is the bread boy who's talking to Six. No. Step, that was just a slip of the tongue. It was my mistake. I don't think Runaway Kid and Bread Boy are the same person. I think they're different characters. They actually use different character models as well. I think they're entirely different characters. I don't think they're the same. I know there is a lot of theories surrounding that, to say, you know, oh, he might be the bread boy, he might be the runaway kid. He could be. There's nothing definitively saying he is or he isn't, but I really don't think he is. I think they're different characters. That was just me making a mistake, slipping over my own words, which Tomato Man thankfully corrected. Francesco de Aganano. I think this room could be the inside of the carnival. Yes, thank you. I think so as well. Francesco, I hope I'm saying your name. Is it Francesco or Francesco? I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but this person is absolutely right. I think that this is a room inside the carnival ship, and I think that this is what powers that ship, because the ships fly. They are airborne. And I think we crash them too. I think we crash one of them into the necropolis. There's actually a gnome there, so the gnomes operate the furnace here as well. Yeah, the gnomes could actually be, because that is a gnome right there, and it's and there were several gnomes in the furnace and the thing. So I read something the other day actually where it alluded to the fact that the gnomes have like a purpose in the nowhere, and it was curious, but I don't know what. Jem, do you consider Six evil? No. Absolutely not. I consider Six damaged. I consider Six a survivor. So basically, we've got to remember the fact that Six is very, very young. She's only 9 years old, give or take, in Little Nightmares. It states that she's 9. We don't know if her age progresses throughout the game or whatever, but she's young. So she's at early stages of development where she recognizes things as very black and white. And we're talking about a person who she's ended up in the nowhere. We can assume it's through trauma. So she's already had a pretty rubbish life. And she's ended up in the nowhere, and then everything about the nowhere that she's experienced so far has been negative in one way or another, at least from her childlike perception. So she's going to really struggle to conceptualize good and evil. The way she sees it, I think she's just trying to survive. She's trying to get by. She's trying to exist. And she takes her own safety and security as priority above everything else, and that makes her come across as evil. I don't think it's evil, necessarily. I don't think it's ethically correct by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think she knows that. I don't think she consciously makes a decision to be evil. I think she makes a conscious decision to survive. And that can be construed as evil from people like us who are looking in from the outside from a moral perspective. Six doesn't have the same moral dilemma about whether or not she should eat this gnome or whether or not she should drop this person. She's just thinking, you know, what are the pros and cons of doing this? Weighing them up in her trauma-addled 9-year-old mind and coming to the conclusion, you know what, I'm starving to death, I need to eat this thing. And I think that's what human beings would actually do. In fact, I've seen recorded evidence of the fact that that's what people do. If you put a group of friends on an island, you take 5 people and they love each other with their heart and soul, their family, their close friends, and you put them on an island and you starve them for 3 months, they will eat each other. They will. 100% guaranteed they will kill and eat one another eventually if you present them with a desperate enough circumstance. I think that's just what Six is doing. Leo Marty, about me? What about me? What about you? Why are you yelling? Hey mods, please let me type. Yeah, let him type. Let Leo type. Whatever Leo has to say. I'm sure Leo has something to contribute to the conversation in all caps. Leo, what do you have to say? What is it about you that you want me to notice? Because I'm trying to acknowledge everyone. I promise. I'm not being ignorant. Hey Abyss, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you can make it. And was it you? I'm gonna guess it was you. And if it was you, happy birthday for a few days ago. I hope it was great. Hey Gemini, do you think the ringleader will be the captain? Do you see the concept art on the fandom yet? It should be easy to see in the supervisors page in a little now. I'm going to have to look that up, Rowdy Rex. But yeah, I was hoping that we would see a ringleader style character for the funfair. I think that would be really interesting to watch. Crocklave, hello and welcome. I'm glad you can make it to the stream. What's up? Kinda sus how the Runaway Kid is the only playable protagonist in the series without a pseudonym name. Yeah, peculiar, right? But saying that, I suppose Runaway Kid is kind of a pseudonym name in a way, but it's also very bland, like the girl in the yellow raincoat. It's not a name that they've chosen for themselves. Whereas like Six, Mono, Low, and Alone, you can assume that they're names that they've given to themselves. But the Runaway Kid is just given by his personality traits, the same as the girl in the yellow raincoat. We could refer to Mono as the boy in the paper bag, and it would have the same effect as naming someone the Runaway Kid, because it just takes his like most obvious characteristics and attributes and uses that to label him. But it is interesting because it makes me wonder if if he did have a pseudonym name, what would it be? Like, what would we call the Runaway Kid? I know a lot of people call him Seven, but I think that's down to Cory Kenshin. Hey everyone, I won't be able to go live. I've had some technical issues. Might try tomorrow, but no promises. No worries, Mr. Tibbs. It's a shame though, because I was looking forward to getting out of here and enjoying your stream with a nice meal, because I am starving at the moment. But no worries, Mr. Tibbs. I appreciate the heads up. Six is still my gremlin child. She'll always be a gremlin child. Crocklave, I am absolutely fine. Thank you so much for asking. By the way, I removed the post again since I want to make a video on this still. You in the chat can consider this as an early preview. Yeah, thank you so much, Steph. I really appreciate you letting us into your secrets and knowledge. Most of the decisions make it. Yeah, exactly, right? I would have made a lot of those decisions too. I think anybody human would eventually, because regardless of your moral compass, you can only fight your instincts for so long. Thank you, Jerry. You're welcome, Leo Marty. I appreciate you. As long as there are two people left on the planet, someone is going to want someone dead. Yeah, you know what? Dead right. Exactly right. That's why I value this community, because I love the fact that we're all able to come together despite whatever differences we might have on a surface level, like our fundamental differences that would drive us apart if we were to meet in real life. We're at least able to be drawn together by Little Nightmares and the fandom and our love for this franchise in general. So regardless of who we are or where we're from or like the way we view the world, this is something that we can have in common, and I like that. I think it's good to focus more on the positive things that bring us together rather than the negative things that drive us apart. I think the world does a really good job of isolating people and forcing people into groups and reinforcing division through media and things like that, and it's just a really negative bullshit way of doing things, and I disagree with it entirely. If it was up to me, everyone would love each other. The truth is they don't, and that, like what you said there, is exactly right, because if you dig deeply enough, you will find something about a person that you don't like or that you disagree with, or just something. There will be an area of conflict eventually, but that should never ever be the focus. Six is pure evil and Mono is a scared little ooh boy. Okay. Yeah, I love Cory as well. Cory is a phenomenal creator. Girl in the yellow raincoat and I can't remember maybe their real names. Cory Kenshin mentioned, yeah, absolutely. Also, somebody dropped in just now who I didn't say hello to. Mojo, sorry you're late. Hey, it's okay, don't worry. So you are a bit late in that you've missed a couple of announcements and things like that, but it's nothing that you can't get by getting into the VOD and things like that. So I am going to call this here, but I'm just going to give you guys an extra 2 minutes because anybody that has not entered the giveaway yet, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. We are doing a giveaway of Little Nightmares YouTooz. So I'm just going to bring them up on screen real quick. Where is the YouTube page? There it is. So these are coming out in a couple of days, Little Nightmares YouTooz, and I'm going to be buying them obviously for me. I want one of each one, ideally, to live on my beautiful new shelf that I'm so very proud of, but I'm also going to be giving one of these away to one of you guys. And if you want a chance to enter, all you've got to do is type the word YouTooz in all caps, just like this. YouTooz as an example. So you do that, you only have to do it once. I will read them all. If you do it more than once, you'll still only get one entry unless you're a channel member, in which case you will get 2. It's free to enter. I will comb through this chat over the course of the next 48 hours, and I will announce the winner via community post where you will be tagged, and I will leave a comment so that you can see it. So don't forget to turn on notifications if you haven't already. And if you like this stream, and if you've enjoyed this and you like some of the things that I've had to announce today and the things that we've discussed, please drop me a nice little like and a thumbs up to upvote this video so that we can expand this community even further. So, and if you would like to be entered in the giveaway, drop YouTooz in the chat now, just to make sure that you have secured yourself an entry. And I am going to close this stream out, but I'm going to leave it up for a couple more minutes just so that you guys can like get your entries in and things like that. And I hope you guys are looking forward to the release of my speculative Little Nightmares 2 DLC video, which releases early tomorrow. So thank you guys all so much for being here. Thank you so much for your kind and generous donations, each and every one of you. And thank you for your contributions to the stream. I think it's been a fantastic month. And to close out, I am going to give you guys one last thing. I predict that Little Nightmares 3 will be released on October the 5th. October the 5th. I'm going to type it in. I have a couple of reasons floating around in my head. I don't know. I'm hazarding a guess, and I'm doing so because I promised that I would in a previous live stream. I said that if we hit a certain goal, that I would predict the date that it would be released. And if I'm wrong, I will do an ice bucket challenge for you guys to see. And I will not react. Stoic, stone-faced, and completely unfeeling. But that's my prediction. What do you guys think? If I'm wrong, that's totally fine. I hope to see a lot of you at the it's not Gamescom, the Summer Games Fest. I will be tuning into that. I will not be live streaming it, but there's a good chance somebody will. Like one of our loved creators, like It's Just Jord, will probably be streaming it as well. And I am pretty certain that we're going to get something regarding Little Nightmares 3 there. I don't know exactly what it'll be, but we can keep our fingers crossed for a release date. And when we eventually do get a release date, let me know. Because if I'm wrong, I'm going to have to suffer in one way or another. But that's that. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for being such a wonderful community. But until next time, that's game over. Bye.